This is a Fubar Radio podcast. You can subscribe to the app on Apple and Android. Visit FubarRadio.com for more details. Harry and Angelos on Fubar Radio.
Oh. Short but sweet.
Well, that shows you how it is, isn't it?
We are back. It's Barry from Watford.
And it's Angelos Epithemius from the Neaston area.
And we have got a hell of a show for
God,
you.
this is it. This show is going to be absolutely first-class explosives. I tell you what, if they want, they've got to be careful. It's so explosive that they might need to get an explosive expert in to diffuse the show before it even starts.
This programme,
before we blow the roof off.
This is a health and safety nightmare, this show.
It really is.
What we've done, this is metaphorical, we haven't literally done this in case Islington Council are listening.
Yeah.
We've got a trail of gunpowder.
Yeah.
We've got it going all the way up here towards the desk. Angelos has got his little big lighter.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the start of the gunpowder trail, which is right down, over by the door. Yeah. Actually, Barry, it's all the way down the stairs, Barry.
Go down the stairs and don't light it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, just to say that the gunpowder is there and
Primed.
it's all the way down the stairs, and it serves us in two ways. A, it's a metaphor for the explosiveness of the show, and B, if these things do really go to shit, we can just blow the place up.
It would be a disaster because there wouldn't be no show, but it don't matter.
We go somewhere else.
Strictly speaking,
go Radio 1, innit?
We'll go Radio 1 until that doesn't work.
Until we blow that place up. Yeah, we knew. Blow that place out of the universe.
But really, strictly speaking, it's a saying, isn't it? It's an analogy.
It's a saying, like blowing. I don't know why they say it.
I mean, you wouldn't literally go, that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
No,
Get
because
a camel
that's
in
impossible to do it. I've tried doing that.
With a straw?
Did I mean straw as in the straw what they eat, or did I mean the straw as in a bendy one?
A bendy one, or the fly in the ointment.
Well, no, Barry, no, to be fair, that does happen.
That does happen.
Because I was going to get some Vaseline because I've got a rash in me down below.
Oh, no.
And I need to grease it up because when I move with me...
It smarts.
It smarts and it chase.
Yeah.
So I go in the bathroom cabinet and I'm like, let's have a look in
there. God.
Oh, this is Vaseline. Oh, that's good, Vaseline.
Vaseline.
Pull it out. I've left the lid off because, I don't know where that all went down. That went down the back of the sofa. Pull the lid off and there's...
You keep a sofa in the bathroom sort of thing?
No. Sometimes I take the Vaseline into
the living room. Fair enough, continue.
So I can Vaseline my fingers up when I'm using the right control. Anyway, the Vaseline's in the bathroom cabinet and it's not had its lid on.
Right,
and
for a while.
The bloody
my God,
cabinet, and there is flies in there, and there's muck, and there's mouse droppings and all.
Yeah.
So... I'm not wiping that on my toilet area, so I just pick it off the top, the flies and the mouse droppings and all the rest of it, and then I chuck that away.
Yes.
And, I mean, you can still use the ointment, but it does inconvenience you by having them things in it, like those alien objects.
You rubbed it on your gooch?
Yeah, I did.
And
my greasy gooch.
Your gooch?
My greasy gooch, yeah.
Rubbed it on your greasy gooch?
Well, it became a greasy gooch after I rubbed it on the gooch.
You rubbed it on the red gooch,
and it becomes a greasy gooch.
And what happened? The fly popped up your bumhole?
No. Me fly, because I didn't notice. Flies had only gone and laid some eggs in it, so it's like all curly-whirly maggots.
That's awful.
So after rubbing the ointment on my gooch,
greasy
gooch, I opened the fly and a fly flies out. It hatched, Barry, down there.
What do you mean, up your anus?
No, on the perineum.
Oh, my goodness me.
The smelly bridge.
Oh, the smelly biff and smelly bread. My good lady wife, Mark. We'll get to a song in a minute.
This is a good start to the show.
Good start,
isn't it?
She, when we went away last year, when we went out to Torremolinos, very, very hot.
Yeah.
You can get Sweating,
Oh,
basically.
no.
And
I use talcum powder, but I know not everybody does.
not
Barry.
everybody does. A cuticura talcum was slightly medicated. She uses on the sweat that congeals underneath her bosom. I had all sorts of trouble. I was sweating under there. It was red. It was raw. Right. My gooch was like something out of...
This is you down below?
Down below. I had an arse like a Japanese flag. And basically, what happened was... I got the cuticura and applied it.
What's the what? The cuticura?
It's a people know. It's a talcum powder.
Cuticura.
And it didn't do nothing to mop up any of the sweat under my boobs.
It won't do.
So I got some Savlon.
Right.
And I opened it up, and it was teeming with spiders. Now,
you wish the spiders in the talcum powder.
In the Savlon, it's a cream. It's a cream.
That's the other famous saying, Barry.
And I greased up my man breasts. I went on the beach. Right. I was showing off. And I had various insects, spiders. I had a millipede that crawled around the Japs area.
Yeah.
And... I'll be honest with you.
It's quite nice.
It was quite nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's like a little massage.
Yes, it is in
its
its own way.
Thousands of feet, you know.
Exactly. I mean, my Margaret, she used to go and have the massage with the feet. You know, when you go and
they stand on you.
They stand and the fish come in and they nibble.
Oh,
they nibble that thing.
Yeah.
And
well, with her eczema, that's half her legs gone.
Well, it really was. They had a field day.
Yeah,
they loved that.
Like the size of koi carp by the end of it.
They virtually turned into piranhas by the time she come out with 2 stumps.
Oh my God!
There, but I stuck my feet and they refused. I said, "No, it's all right."
That's fair. I'm not biting that off.
So, flying in the ointment. That's where that.
Spiders in the Savlon.
Spiders in the Savlon.
Fantastic. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Public health warnings all taken care of.
I found a spider in the Savlon,
and I found a fly in the Vaseline.
I took it out the jar, applied it under my bra, and it spider fronted up me too. I've got a worm up my Jap's eye. It crawled up there when I was in the bar.
Oh, right.
It didn't half tickle. Yeah. It really didn't half tickle, and I didn't flipping half laugh.
I got a spider in me people. I pulled it out of Vaseline on Friday. I rubbed it on me gooch, it became a greasy gooch, and then a fly come out of me hole.
So, I've got a centipede up my bum hole. It's a parading round and round it goes. It peeks out when I'm in the shower sometimes, and other times it comes under bum hole.
Okay, so there's just an example.
A lot of fun. That's just an example of the sort of
how we're going to blow the roof
off.
There we go. We might want to light that gunpowder, mate.
It is a talent to be able to improvise in song like that. Richard Ranch at the piano.
Yeah, the fellow we had on last week.
Jay Foreman, he'd done the one when he'd done all the stations.
Oh, that shit. Rob Deering, we had him. He was quite good at it.
But have we had anyone who talk about having a centipede
up
your bumhole?
Nobody.
I don't think we have.
Yeah.
In the meantime, this is nearly as good as that sort of improvisation. It's the KLF.
What time is love?
What time is love?
About 3 o'clock.
And what time is some proper material? Stay with us.
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Give it 20 minutes.
Yeah, hang on in there.
Hang on in there. Here we go. Moo moo.
Oh, this is moo moo. Moo moo.
Moo moo.
Moo moo.
Now,
take the piss then, don't they?
Now,
them KLFs, they take the piss.
They really do.
Don't they? All that moo moo.
All that moo moo. Can I just...
What?
I think we both want to apologise for the early opening of the show. It's not clever. No. It was poor. It was
babyish.
It was infantile.
Babyish, isn't it?
And it was,
I mean, it's good fun.
Oh, it's good fun.
Oh, it's good fun. And it appeals to a certain sort of person. But it's not everyone. We do appreciate that. We do see that.
I would like to just
broaden it out a bit.
And I just want to, don't worry, as we said, we are going to move on to slightly more highbrow.
Yeah, highbrow
stuff.
Just something for you university
Any
people.
of you university students, you can now tune in and listen. You, HND students and CND types and CSC people. BTECs, that's it, BTEC people. You've had your go. That was the stuff about sticking a millipede up your bumhole. Yeah. Can I just emphasise, for any kids out there, don't put any insects up your chaps, up your bumhole, on the gooch, under your bosom,
because it hurts.
It does hurt, and it's cruel to the animal. We've been told to say that by Peter, not the animal rights people.
The bloke that works in the bogs
down there.
Because he does it all the time, and he says if you don't know what you're doing, it really does hurt.
It does smart. Yeah. But what we decided to do is raise, we can hear people talking in the next room. Raise the level a little bit.
Shut the door, Barry, will you?
You feel while I shut the door.
Okay, what we're going to do?
Fubar Radio presents.
Hold on a minute.
Emily Parsons.
You must have stuck something on here. There's a jingle going on.
Right.
There's a jingle going on.
And she was worried she wasn't going to make it to...
there we go. There's a jingle about Andy Parsons' show.
I'll put the headphones down and
you must have just banged it on something. Anyway.
What is it going to say?
I was going to say we're going to appeal more now to the highbrow people, and we're going to talk about politics. Because there's a lot of stuff that really does piss me off and get right up my arse.
Yeah, that's it.
Things like the recessions and MPs' expensives. All that sort of carry on. Europe, Nigel Farage.
And I think it's important that we do tackle the big issues of the day.
This one, for example. Nigel Farage.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
He's not.
Oh, no, he's not, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. But he doesn't like Europe, does he? Is he?
So that was politics.
Yeah.
And...
I just want to add something to that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Europe. Right. He's from England. He's a Middle Englander, isn't he?
That's it. Yeah.
Right. His name is Nigel Farage.
It's not an English name.
No. Why doesn't he call himself Nigel Farage? Right.
Exactly.
Instead of Nigel Farage, which is foreign name, Barry. What's your point?
I'm glad you asked me about this because it's one of the...
getting right on your text.
Basically, it's interesting. Now, Farage does have the vote of, I'm told, Middle England.
Yeah, the Cotswolds set.
The Cotswolds set, the Nouveaux. And... whether he gets the Horny Housewives vote, I don't know.
I don't think so.
But
I think that's Mark Wright off of Towie. If he went into politics, he would get the Horny Housewives.
I wonder what he feels about Europe, Mark Wright. We don't know. But
I don't know. But he tried doing some stuff in America that didn't go very well, so he probably doesn't get on with them.
No. But Farage, I would say... he's shaken politics up.
He's really he's broken up the big three.
But can I just say this? Near us, where I live in Watford, they was campaigning during the recent... Farage is like the British National Party. And
EDL.
The EDL or the UKIP, whatever they call themselves nowadays.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, if you was going on... the sort of people they attract, and if you wanted to, hitch your wagon to their particular political vehicle, just looking at the sort of people who were stood round that table campaigning, there was a variety of twats, racist skinhead type.
And what was the average age of these?
I would say there was a well over 40.
Well over 40. So you're like looking at around 70 plus.
And the bloke who was campaigning...
the scared and the fearful.
Yes. And the man who was basically running it behind the trestle table.
The painted decorators table.
Painted decorators table with a variety of...
where do you think you got that from, B&Q?
Poorly strung together generalisations on the leaflets. there was a man there with what amounted to a Burberry sort of jacket.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
obviously the posh version of a racist. And I just took one look at them and I thought, they don't look all that intelligent. Now, who am I?
Well, you
to
don't
say?
know that.
I mean, the fact that they managed to get the table up in the
Yeah,
first place
and they're
was
difficult,
amazed me,
isn't it?
you know.
Yeah.
But
Like putting
I
up a
didn't.
deck chair.
It was a club I didn't want to belong to, really. You know.
I see.
But,
what were you doing there? Then you put your head round the door, did you?
I was it was
Parking,
out
using
in the
the bulb.
street near our bakers.
Oh, I see.
And I was just passing by and I thought, hello, what are they doing? They've got some front, because round our way they're all...
Did they have the old megaphone out, like
They had-
giving it all that bunny?
They had a megaphone. They had all the top brass stood up there in uniform and a couple of swastikas down the side. It was like a Nuremberg rallies, you know.
In Watford.
In Watford. But they was there and I just thought, that's not a club I want to be.
No.
What about you? Who would you vote for? Is it
I vote for the Green Party
The Greens.
every day of the week because you know that I'm well into the environment.
Yeah, that's another serious subject, the environment.
It's a
serious one.
And I am well into the environment. Like I say, I'm campaigning all the time. I say, listen, guys, let's have a bit of responsibility. Protect the environment, you know?
Yeah.
Like when you finish with a plastic bag, right, don't just chuck it on the floor. You know? Take it outside, burn it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the right thing to do, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, what I think about those kind of political parties, very left wing.
Yeah.
Very left
yeah,
wing.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing I would say about the Green Party. They'd all come in.
Oh, well, they are left.
And they go, we want the sea levels to stay, all right. We don't want the ice caps to melt, but here, you've got to have tons of refugees in your house.
Yeah, hundreds of them.
But hundreds. But I don't. All right, the icebergs, fair enough. But my Margaret, she needs to stretch out, haven't you? Sorry.
No, you can't have
We
you
got-
can't have a family of Polish people. You can't
I'd rather see
do
the ice
that.
caps melt.
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
so I'd rather see the ice caps
Caps
melt
melt than
because
that.
I tell you what, right? There's polar bears living all over them ice caps, right? And they are bloody dangerous.
yeah,
They are
of course
lethal.
they
Get
are.
anywhere near them, they'll rip your arms off.
Well, exactly.
So the sooner them ice caps melt and they're all underwater, the better I think things will be for all of us.
Well, I quite agree. And what is there? A load of snow? I hate the snow.
I don't like
up there.
snow.
Who likes snow?
I don't
Black
like snow.
eyes.
Don't need it. You're slipping about, and for the kids, it's fine.
That's all thought out. Your vote for the Green Party.
No, I think they got some good policies.
Well,
Like,
what's the other policy they got?
something to do with tyre incineration factories. It's like they don't like them, stuff like that. And, you know, I don't agree with that policy either because my brother, I go and see my brother over in Greece, right? Very environmentally friendly.
Yes.
You know, I don't get a plane.
Yes.
Right. I get on the boat. Right, I take horse and cart to Dover.
Yes.
Then I get on the boat.
Quite right.
Sail all the way to Greece.
Yeah,
right.
paddling yourself.
Yeah,
paddling.
that's it. And I get to Greece and then I go and spend 2 or 3 weeks working with my brother at his tyre incineration factory.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
and then they call me like all sorts of
yeah,
names.
exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
you can't please everyone, Barry.
Oh, you can't. I've done a bit of
Carbon footprints.
being my Margaret. I said your carbon footprint is toxic, and your fucking armpits are pretty bad and
Yeah,
all.
they stink.
They stink. But we once being a retired man
Not you.
like me, I once volunteered to do a bit of leafleting on behalf of the Greens.
Oh, did you?
Or basically, I got all that paper that chucked it all in the bin, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like you think you're a Green Party.
All right, Green
Nice
Party.
one, mate.
Nice
But
one.
what about all this paper?
Exactly.
Yeah, good one,
Exactly.
good one.
Flying to all these meetings all over the world,
Yeah,
didn't they?
shredded it all.
So that was the
Well, polish
environment.
it.
Should we get back to sticking insects up
Up
your
your
bum?
bum,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably a little
Okay.
bit more
Yeah,
up our street.
yeah, up our bum.
Up our bum. Is anything? The recession.
MP's expensive.
MP's expensive.
Oh, they drive me out the wall paying for duck houses.
Oh, yeah.
And
What else?
painting houses
they don't actually live in.
and all that stuff. I mean, to be
chauffeur.
honest with you, fair enough.
What?
Fair enough.
What if you can
I
pull
mean,
the
if you
wool
can
over
pull the
it,
wool
you
over
put that
people's
out,
eyes
why
and you can
not?
make a few quid on the side,
Absolutely.
you know, I would be hypocritical
Yeah.
to say anything else.
I mean, you see them, the MPs, in there, especially, they get concessions on the beer in the bar there, don't they?
Oh, yeah,
You
they do.
you see them, out on the terrace there, don't you? If you're ever in London on a bridge, and they're quaffing away on the booze.
Oh, yeah.
They've got plates of gack on the table there that they're snorting up.
Snorting it up, innit,
They're all pretending to read Hansard. Behind it is a Razzle, summer special.
Yeah, pulling one off behind there, innit, yeah.
Of course they are.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, Black Rod.
Oh, yeah, well,
banging on the door with his
penis. How do you think he got that name?
Course.
Oh,
Do me
blimey.
a favour, the chief whip,
Yeah,
dirty
yeah,
bastard.
I know.
You know, on the back benches, I bet they are.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Squeaker, more
Mr.
like, yeah.
Squeaker.
That's it.
Yeah. These names have come from somewhere, Barry.
Well, exactly.
They haven't just picked them out of the blue.
No, exactly.
You
It disgusts
know? Yeah,
me.
it disgusts me too.
disgusting.
They need to be inquiries. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
they really do.
Long root and branch inquiries, Barry.
Well, they're really true. I mean, the likes of you and me pay out. Well, like you don't pay any
No,
tax,
I don't pay any
obviously.
tax. I don't think you do either.
Listen, let me tell you something. I do not pay my taxes, admittedly, but if I did, I'd
you'd
be
want something done about it.
Of course I would.
Yeah. I would want something done about it too,
Exactly.
but unfortunately,
You don't-
I don't,
you don't
pay
feel
it.
justified
No,
to-
I can't really ask anybody anything because I haven't paid enough. Contributed any way.
Why?
In fact, I've taken more than I've given
Yeah.
for my entire life.
Yeah.
You know, so I've milked as much out of the system as I possibly can.
But not as much as the MPs.
Not as much as the MPs, and that is the reason why I want them investigated, because
So
I think,
do I.
have they done that? And can I learn from it? And how much more could I be getting?
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, we have got coming up very shortly.
got
We're
coming
going to
up?
get off this top
This hot
intellectual...
potato.
Hot potato. We have got Geordie Shore's
Oh, my God.
Jay Gardner,
Oh, my
who
God.
witnessed that beastly nastiness in
In
Magaluf.
Magaluf with the lady getting the
lady,
drinks.
We won't say what happened. Bex will tell you in detail what happened later.
He'll tell us.
But he'll tell us all
He was
about
there,
it.
he was watching
But
it.
if you're a fan of Geordie Shore or oral sex, you might
You
want
might
to
wanna
listen
to this.
what's coming up.
This is explosive.
Oh, it's absolutely explosive. Get
It's
the
an
gunpowder
explosive-
ready.
It's an explosive exclusive.
It's an explosive exclusive.
Which he's
from-
chosen to give into Fubar Radio.
and it's coming up after garbage.
Oh.
Only when it rains.
Only when it rains.
Like the fuse paper,
right,
man.
Here we go. Run a mile.
Here we go.
I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when
I'm only happy when it stops raining.
Oh, so am I. I was lying. I was just singing along.
Oh, that was garbage.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. And on the phone, we've got coming up in a minute.
Who?
Oh, one and only Jay Gardner of the
you mean the one off
Geordie
Geordie Shores?
Shore. I wonder if he's there. Shall we see if he's there
Have a look.
now?
Let's put it.
Hello, Jay.
How you doing? You alright?
Oh, lovely. Thank
Here he
you.
is, the legend.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. You all right, mate?
That's alright, it's alright. I can barely hear you, mind. The line's bad.
All right.
No.
We'll speak up, son. Are you in Magaluf now?
No, I'm not in Magaluf. I'm in Dubai.
Oh, you're in Dubai. What are you doing out there?
Just a holiday. Just having a chilled one. A week away and then back home.
Oh, lovely,
Well,
mate. You can't get away with that sort of behaviour in Dubai, can you? That you can get away with in Magaluf. Isn't that right,
That's
Jay?
right. You can't even get away with it in Magaluf, can you? Never mind Dubai.
No, well, it seems to be the case. What a controversy this has all sparked.
Now, just for anyone who's had their head in the sand or who's been in Dubai or anywhere
on
else
the
and don't
moon.
know what we're on the moon, don't know what we're talking about. Jay has hit the headlines not by his own making
No, nothing to
recently.
do with Jay.
Nothing to do. Let's make
He's a
that
victim involved him in all this?
Perfectly clear. Jay was the star guest at the Carnage Bar Crawl in Mallorca, which ended with a teenager giving, and excuse the language, oral sex to a lineup of 24 winkles to win a free drink.
Just what? Jay?
Yeah.
Was it just one drink she was after?
Well, I think she actually thought it was. I think she thought it was a holiday, but unfortunately, it was like a holiday, meaning the holiday was the name of the cocktail.
Oh, God.
My God! So they tricked her.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
And tell me this, so is it true, so I know, please bear with us, because I know you've been through this with a number of people,
I know.
But did she come and ask you to be involved with this shenanigans?
Yeah, basically, she wanted to make me 25, and I obviously, as you can see at the end of the video, declined that offer.
So tell me, did the police turn up, or was there nothing happened until it hit the headlines? Is that right?
Nah, nothing. I mean, nothing happened to the headlines. Like I say, police didn't turn up. Nothing like that.
Wow.
Nobody really, like I said, nobody tried to stop her, which brought the question to me: where were her friends?
Yes,
that kind of thing. And then obviously the video came out about 2.5, 3 weeks later. That's when it made, literally a day later, that's when it made the headlines, it made the papers.
And Jay, tell me, I mean, you're a regular at Angelos, presumably, are you?
No, I'm not a regular. I done the 18th of June, which is when this happened, and then I done 2 weeks beforehand, the 4th of June.
Okay. And
Last time I was in Magaluf was when I filmed there with Geordie Shaw.
And does this sort of thing happen all the time?
It's the first time I've actually seen it and witnessed it. And like I say, it's the most extreme thing I've seen. And since this video's come out, it's now become clearer that stuff like this is happening all the time. And there's supposedly another video, pretty much of the similar type of thing, has been released. And supposedly this kind of stuff's happening literally all the time in Magaluf. But like I say, it's the first time I've ever seen it with my own eyes.
Well, the interesting thing is...
It's extreme.
It's on this piece of paper we've got here. Apparently, it's even got a name. It's called Mermaiding.
Is that right?
Performing a sex act in return for free booze. And I've certainly done that when we've had Baileys at Christmas with my Margaret.
Yeah.
You know, with the last bit in the bottle, I'll say, I'll give you, I'll touch your bottom if I can just finish that off, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I've never had a name for it before, Mermaiding.
No.
Was this girl off her tits or what?
She was obviously drinking, but how drunk she is, I wouldn't know. She was walking around. She knew what she was doing. How many drinks she had, I would not be able to tell you that. It's obviously something you'd have to ask her.
I
can't tell how many drinks people have just by looking at them. But she was fine. She was able to walk. She knew what she was doing. She knew what was going on.
You've got to feel sorry for her because, you know, what were these sort of... I mean, the blokes, God, what were they thinking?
Do you know what this is? This is what I'm saying. She's obviously done it, and all this focus is on her.
Yes.
She's obviously one that's been like... she's the one in the press. She's the one that's been made the bad person. But when you think about it, if there's another 24 people involved, which are the other 24 lads, and they were queuing up to be involved.
God.
So to me, I mean, they're just as bad as her. But the problem is, they're obviously not named. The only person that's named is the lass that's done it.
Cool.
I mean, like I said the other day, if the coin was flipped and that was a lad doing what she was doing, I don't even think the video would have made it out into the press or anything like that, because he would have been considered a legend, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would, but...
Wasn't
it? I mean, not even people wouldn't even batter an eyelid. They would just be like... Would be made much of a thing.
No one in the bar, you think, thought, hold on a minute, she shouldn't do this. You know what I mean?
Where were her friends?
Her friends or anyone in the bar, she go, no, don't do it, darling. Don't do this.
No, honestly, nobody even tried to stop her. And that's what I'm saying, where, like, obviously people go on holiday with their friends and stuff like that. Where were her friends?
And the people that run the bars and all that, they encourage you to sort of carry on. Presumably they do, or they would have stopped it, wouldn't they?
The person on the mic, like the DJ and that, they do encourage you,
Yeah, oh my goodness.
It's like ancient Rome, isn't it, Jay?
Ancient Rome.
It is. We're going to hell in a handcart if this sort of thing goes on. But I mean, it can catch on. I mean, you know, I've seen it. We get a saga brochure that comes through, Thompson Gold, and it says 5-star hotel, Magaluf. The saga one says...
Some of them cruises, Barry.
Some of them cruises, as much as you can drink, but you will have to nosh off 24 young pubescent idiots.
Yeah.
That's not true. For anyone listening from Saga or thinking of booking with Saga, you are not obliged to suck anyone off to get a cheap cocktail.
There you go. That's just a disclaimer there, Jay.
That's a disclaimer. Jay, what were you doing there? And is there anything that we can help you with to promote?
Yes.
What was I doing? What, in Magaluf?
Yes.
No, I just went out there. I was literally there one night doing I was doing like a personal appearance for Carnage, which is obviously the bar crawl.
Yes.
Yeah. And will you be doing any more of them, Jay?
No, I'll not be doing any more at all. I mean, like I said, when I first seen that this had come out, I was asked the question, would I go back to Magaluf for peers and stuff like that, and personal appearances? And I said, this is the first time I've seen something like this. The amount of times I've been clubbing all around the world, this, that, and the other, I've never seen anything this extreme. So I was like, at first I said I would go back. Yeah. However, since then it's been released that all this is happening all of the time.
Yes.
And obviously there's new videos. So with that in mind, I wouldn't go back because I don't want to be associated with it, nor do I want to be part of stuff like that.
No, quite right. I mean, Geordie Shore is a little bit racy, isn't it? Let's be fair. It's a bit of fun, but it's a bit racy. What are your plans to stick with that reality style? What do they call it? Reality drama style thing? Yeah. Or have you got plans to move on to something else, maybe, Joe?
Yeah, I've got a couple of plans in the pipeline. The newest one is that me and Ricky, who you also know from Geordie Shore, we're doing our own TV show.
Oh, yes. Great. And what's that about?
But that's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Oh, you can't give us a little exclusive, Jay?
No, I can't give you a little exclusive. I can't give you a breakdown. Give it a couple of weeks, and I'll be able to give you a heads up.
Oh, fantastic.
But at this moment, that is literally all I can say.
Anything else you doing, Jay? You just sunning yourself in Dubai there, mate?
Oh, yeah, I'm just chilling out in Dubai. I'm not thinking about anything else at this moment in time, to be fair.
Yeah. Did you take it out?
As you can imagine.
Like filming Geordie Shore, is that a busy business, doing all that, is it? Is it quite tiring?
Doing that, it's just, you literally film in the house 5 weeks. You film solid 5 weeks and then you're done.
And this is a question, we had people on here from Towie, we've had all sorts of reality type, and what we want to know is, to what extent is it scripted?
Yes.
And to what extent is it real life, Jay?
Nah, it's all real, what you see. I mean, the majority of what you see in the hour is arguing and going out on the drink, coming back in on the night. That's all real.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, all that arguing is just real. And to be fair, that's what's going to happen when you stick 8 people,
different
characters in the house, and they're going out drinking. That kind of stuff is going to happen. And like I say, that's most of what you see. We could film 60, 70, even 90 hours, and you guys, the viewers, would see 1 hour of that. Yeah. It's just all the best bits put into one.
Jack, what do you do when you're not filming Geordie Shore? Do you do anything else?
Just work-wise, do a lot of like PAs, that kind of thing. Work on. I've got me obviously J-Tan out.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at doing
what was that, Jay?
Hold on,
way back there. J-Tan, what's that, mate?
That's my own tanning there.
Oh.
Your own tanning line.
Is it a lotion, is it, or is it actual solarium type?
No, you've got like mousses, which so you've got like a light, medium, dark.
Oh yeah.
And the midnight, which is darker than dark.
Yeah.
And you've got like tan in the can, which is a spray, and then you have the litre solutions that go to the salons, which is for professional tanning.
And do they sell all right, Jay? You do all right?
Yeah, they're doing class. They're looking at
classy business.
Going to Australia as well.
Oh, nice.
That's the market you
They've
want.
got enough mooses over there as it is, isn't it? Jay, you are a legend. I'm really pleased we spoke to you.
Yes, thanks for clearing all that up, Jay.
And also, and I think it's worth just making sure that you don't want to be associated with it, and you've not referred to the girl as a legend, as being reported.
Right, yes.
You're keen to distance yourself from mucky nastiness.
I tell you what, the media don't half twist things, don't they, Jay?
Of course they do.
Don't they?
Yeah, I mean, reading that the other day, I was like...
You must have been
"Are you being
terrified."
In fact, someone tweeted it and like, Jay, because obviously, as you've seen on This Morning, that's not what I said.
No.
And someone tweeted me saying, Jay, have you seen what the Daily Star have done to twist what you had said? And I read it, and I was like, how would anybody watching it can clearly see that is not what I said?
No, exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, it's
and anyway, anyone that reads your Daily Star is a dickhead. So you're okay, mate. Don't worry.
Thank you very much, Jay. Keep away from the mermaiding. If you do that in Dubai,
Will do.
they'll chop your head off.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
your winkle,
Your hands
one
or
of the
your
two.
penis. So don't do anything. Down
All right,
there,
cheers,
mate.
Jay, and we'll see you again sometime.
Okay, thanks.
No worries,
mate.
cheers.
Good luck with the
See you in a
tanning.
bit.
Oh,
Cheers,
bye.
bye.
See you later.
Cheers,
Bye,
bye.
Yes, sir.
He was
Yeah,
nice,
bye.
wasn't he? Nice. What happened there? I went to play something and it. Oh God, what happened? This is by Grace. It's by Grace.
Who?
It's called. It's by Grace.
Who?
It's by Grace.
What about who's
It's
it
by. It's by Grace. It's called Not Over Yet. If only it was.
Oh, not over yet.
No, it's that one.
Yeah.
Listen, join us in a minute for more fun. Not over yet.
It is over.
Thank God it's over. It's
God.
by Grace.
Grace
And
who?
Grace.
Grace. Which Grace?
I don't know. Princess Grace,
Grace
of Monaco.
Kelly.
Grace Kelly.
Yeah.
What is it?
Grace and Favour.
What Grace
What?
Brothers?
Oh, yeah.
What,
Oh, I like that
old
show.
Mr. Grace.
Oh, Mr. Grace, Mr. Spooner.
Mr. Spooner, you've all done very well. he
Captain
says.
Peacock.
Captain Peacock, Mr. Rumbler, Mr.
Rumbold.
Rumbold.
Mr. Rumbold. I do like Mr.
Yes,
Rumbold.
this is Are You Being Served for any young people?
My pussy. What was her name?
Her name was Molly Sugden
Molly
and Mrs.
Sugden,
Miss Brahms
Miss
and
Brahms,
Miss Slocum. Mrs. Slocum. Lovely.
And who's Inman? What was his name? Mr.
Mr. Humphreys.
Mr. Humphrey. Humphrey.
Oh, weren't the 70s
So
sitcoms
much better, wasn't
lovely?
it? So much
I
better.
love
Terry
that.
and June.
Terry and June.
You know when he was always inviting the boss over for dinner, and it was
But
always.
June! Where are my golf clubs, June?
Do you know when he was doing all that, like when he was going? Couldn't
remember his line.
Couldn't remember his lines, Barry.
Oh, absolutely right.
And June would then go, "Do you mean golf club? Yes, golf club."
I love the
But that was a part of the charm. It was
Beautiful.
part of the charm that he was pissed out of his brain every time he recorded it. It was just part of his charm that he was an alcoholic. It's
Terry
part of his,
Scott?
yeah, it's part of his charm.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was Terry Scott an alcoholic?
Yeah, was
he?
Yeah, part of his charm.
He went to Watford Boys School, Terry
Well, he's
Scott.
part of his
Nearly
charm.
Part of his charm.
Part of his charm. I like
But
them
the
TV
lovely.
shows.
Oh, there was
All about
my
that one,
neighbour,
Mark.
my neighbour next door, my neighbour's wife. Who's my neighbour's
My
wife?
neighbour's wife.
My neighbour's wife.
Up your neighbours.
Up your neighbours.
Carry on up your neighbour.
Blackies next door.
That's
Send them back.
it.
There was all that lovely, weren't there?
I don't get on with my neighbours
No,
because
they're
they're
neighbours,
different.
they're different.
Cultural differences with me and my
Beggar my
neighbours.
neighbour, cultural difference.
Chucking
keep it in
dog
the
shit over the
family.
fence with me neighbours. Putting it through the post box with me
Yeah.
neighbours.
Yeah,
Lighting fireworks up the neighbour's
yeah,
hall.
that's it.
Damaging my motors,
exclusions,
mate.
yeah.
My motors. Asbo.
Asbo ankle bracelet.
Asbos.
Yeah, lovely. I love that. And there was my wife, my
Funny.
boss,
More
my boss,
innocent
my
time.
wife,
More
my
innocent
boss.
times, wasn't
yeah.
it, Barry? Yeah.
Boss
My
and me, my boss, your boss.
My boss coming to dinner.
My boss comes to dinner.
Guess
Who's
who's
the
coming
boss?
to dinner? My
Your
boss.
My wife's my boss. My boss is my wife. Take my wife. Take my husband.
My wife runs the house, really.
Yeah.
My
Who wears the
wife-
trousers?
My wife.
Oh, those lovely
They're
ones.
funny, aren't they?
Only when I laugh. Hit the doctors.
Mind your language.
Mind your language is lovely, wasn't it? It's so nice to enjoy those racial stereotypes, racist. Whatever happened to racism? What a lovely.
What happened to racism? I tell you what else I was thinking the other day. Whatever happened to Frankie Kokoza?
What happened to him?
What happened to him?
Frankie
It
Kokoza.
seemed like he was just like
Destined.
odds on for
Yeah.
a massive singing career.
All right,
Like,
all
well,
right.
all right, couldn't sing. Okay, couldn't sing.
No,
But
he was a
you
bad
thought-
boy, wasn't he?
He was a bad boy, and he took the drugs. But he had a bit of
Frankie Kokoza.
charisma. He had
He
something
did.
about him, like John McCreary.
All right, here's one. I'll chuck another one
Go
in there.
on, go on. Whatever happened to
David Snedden, the winner of the first British Idol, Pop Idol, David Snedden, the Scottish fella.
He wasn't the first ever winner of the Pop Idol, David.
He most
Snedden.
certainly
That
was.
was Will Young.
Will Young was not the first.
He was, mate. He was.
X Factor, Pop Idol was before that.
Yeah. First ever X Factor winner was Steve Brookstein.
Dean, that's
yeah.
right. Oh, I saw him. He's off Broadway now, Ealing Broadway in the Underpass.
Oh.
And
He's basking, like Don Estelle in the Arndale Centre.
oh, that's right. No, he's good old Steve Brookstein because
Who's David Snedden then?
he was a Scottish guy.
Oh, the Scottish fella.
Remember? But Brookstein, he's got a massive job with
Forehead.
a TV company. He's doing Saturdays in Rumbelows.
Oh, right, yeah. Radio
Thank you.
Rentals.
And the
Thank
young
you very
ladies
so much.
brought
You
us
brought
in
a cup of tea in.
cup of tea, a little bit weak, but don't matter.
Fabulous. Oh, yeah, blimey.
Blimey.
No, well, that's all right. Yeah,
No, it's
first
okay.
time.
It's okay. I want her sacked. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about
Hold on. I've got a few more of
there's
these,
a fly in
mate.
this ointment.
A few more of these.
Okay.
Where are they
Where
now?
are they now? All right, it goes.
Here we go. Andy Abrahams.
Oh my God, the bin man.
Bin man.
He's back on the bins, isn't he?
No, he's not back on the bins because
Is he
he's
still
done
touring?
Eurovision Song Contest not long ago.
Yeah.
And then after that, no one
All
knows
right,
what
here's one
happened
for
to
you.
him.
Here's one for you. Michelle McManus.
Yeah, well, whatever happened to her?
Well, I heard
She was the big girl, wasn't she?
she's a big girl. I heard that
What?
she's doing
Yeah.
the cruises now. They strap to the front of the boat and it wards off the Somali pirates.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
yes,
yeah.
nice.
Nice.
But it does mean the boat.
Yeah, it's
No, I
not.
won't even say that's cool.
Aft.
I'm only kidding.
No,
What about
no,
the
you're
other? Who's
kidding.
Rick Waller? What happened to
Oh.
Rick Waller?
Yeah, Rick Waller
He was another big unit.
became
Good
a
time.
builder.
Did he?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I saw him on one of them celebrity fit shows, you know, where like everyone's overweight,
Yes.
and they go on telly to get humiliated by
That's
people
it.
telling
I
them
like
they got. I like that stuff as well. When they say, "Look, you got to lose weight. You look like a big pile of washing,"
That's it.
you know, and they say, "Yeah, I'm determined to do it for me and my family." Yeah, I mean, and.
And
And then they say, yeah, no, it's all positive, isn't it? And I'm determined to do this, Lou,
No, and they-
because of me and my family.
That's it.
And my health as well, because I'm a fat bastard.
yeah, I
Right?
mean, I would like to see if there's any commissioners listening, Mamading with Michelle McManus,
Oh,
where she goes to
that's a
Magaluf,
good idea, Barry.
line up 24 celebrities,
Yeah.
including Waller, including David Snedden,
Yeah, that's it, Brookstein.
Brookstein,
all the old
Kokoza,
X-Factor
all
singers.
that. Line them up.
Yeah.
Michelle McManus basically has to,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
how can I put this politely, do a vocal warm-up, and then she's given a cocktail,
Yeah.
and then we see her revive her career,
Or else she's given a record contract.
given a record
I
contract.
wonder how many of them would do that.
Oh, well, there's no... God blimey. Some of the people we've had in here, they do it.
They would do that.
They do it.
They would do that,
Of course
wouldn't
they
they?
would,
I think
yeah.
they would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if there's anyone listening, it's Mamading.
Why have they called it Mamma?
I don't know.
Why have
But
they
that's
done
what
that?
that's what it's
Who's
called.
done it? Who's come up with that?
Sexual favours for a
Mammaid.
drink.
Let's congregate the verb to mammaid.
So,
So mammaid.
it's from the Latin
What is it?
mamadam, which is Latin for sucking people off to get a cheap cocktail in Magaluf.
Oh, I see. Okay. So mammaid is probably the plural
Mammaid,
of
mamoo, mamart.
mamad.
Mammaid, mamoo,
isn't it?
mamarte.
To mamad is to do it for one person.
So-
So mammaid is the plural.
The plural is it for 24
Yeah,
young,
okay,
holiday
young
makers.
holiday makers pissed up rich with tattoos.
Tattoos. Just getting back to the mermaiding in Magaluf.
Yeah, you go on. Get back
The
to it.
madness of the mermaiding in Magaluf.
Yeah. Oh, nice headline.
Nice alliteration.
Alliteration.
Magaluf mermaiding man. Anyway, get back.
Mayhem.
How embarrassing for,
Her parents.
well, and the young men
Oh,
who
yeah.
all showed their winkles on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, they probably pixelated their faces out.
That's it.
But they didn't do it to the girl. I think she's had a raw deal.
She's
here.
had a raw deal.
I think
it must
she
have
has
been a
had a-
nice cocktail, though, mustn't it? to
Oh,
be
you'd
fair?
have hoped so.
Hope
I
so,
hope
with
it was
ice.
like a bucket full of it and all.
Ice and a slice. I should say so.
Blimey. Someone should have stopped her doing that. Don't you think, Barry?
I would think so.
You would have thought so. Wouldn't you?
Okay, here's another one.
Go on.
Chris Hollins.
Hold on.
Chris
I know him.
Hollins.
Isn't he off of Coronation Street?
No.
Oh, no, let me guess.
You're thinking of Audrey Roberts?
No, I'm not thinking of her. Is he off of Emmerdale?
No, that is...
yeah.
That is incorrect.
Oh, is he from Chris Hollins?
I must
I
hurry
got
you,
it. Is he
Mr.
off of Stringfellows?
No, you're
Nightclub.
thinking of... no, dancer. I must hurry.
Oh, is he off of Crossroads?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Chris Hollins
I know him.
is...
Radio 1 Roadshow.
No. Chris Hollins is a man...
Las
who used-
Vegas.
No.
Oh, God,
Don't
I'm
no point
sorry.
just shouting out
Oh.
words now, Las Vegas.
Well, he probably has been there. He probably has been there.
Whether Chris Hollins has been to Las Vegas...
Can we find out on the Googles, please?
Can you Google Chris Hollins, Las Vegas?
Any images will be great.
Can you, while you're at it, look up X Factor Mamading?
Yes.
And see if anyone's
See what-
made the programme yet. Because we don't want to...
We don't want to waste our time
I'm
coming
not
up
gonna
with a
waste
treatment if
Yeah.
someone's already done it.
I don't want to go for a meeting up at Thames
with
Television.
that, and only to find out, so it'd be embarrassing.
Hello, welcome, fellas.
Mamading with
Mamading.
X Factor
Oh,
contestants.
God. Mamading with Eamon Holmes.
Sorry, baby cow's already picked
They're all
that.
over it. They're all over it.
Kudos as you're
Kudos.
doing that for us.
Come in, Angelos and
Hosted
Barry.
by
Sit
Caroline
down.
Flack.
Come from Watford. I come from Neaston.
come from Neaston.
Tell us about the. Just picture. Okay, it's celebrity.
So the idea is, we actually Megalith and X Factor contestants who may or may not remember.
Yeah.
We get them to mermaid, whoever they want to mermaid,
Made.
and we say the price is a record contract.
Which turns out to be just a cocktail with that name.
Sorry, Barry, can I stop you there?
Yes.
It's just that we've got that already in development. We're already doing that.
Oh.
No, it's a shame. We've got people attached to that already.
Cheryl
We've
Baker.
already got Stacey Solomon involved. She's going to lead us with that. So, have you got anything else you wanted to listen?
Then we go.
What have we got? What else you got? The dog thing. The dog
I
thing.
know. Yeah. Bum fun with dogs and that fella off MasterChef.
Oh, so what is that?
That fella off MasterChef.
Oh, it's Greg Wallace.
What's his name?
It's
Greg Wallace comes on.
Yeah, what's he do?
He sticks a sausage roll up his bum and the dog eats it. It's called Bum Fun with Greg Wallace. What do you think?
I'm going to draw up a contract right now.
Oh, great.
I mean,
Fantastic.
obviously, it will be. We will have to give Greg a ring and see if he wants to do it, but I'm pretty sure he'll be keen.
It's
to
not a
get
deal
involved.
breaker. It's not a deal breaker. We do it with him.
Who else could you do it with?
We were thinking of
John
having
Turreau?
John Turreau, Nick Knowles,
Yeah, Nick Knowles should do it.
Silverton, John Silverton,
Oh,
Silver.
yeah.
We would also be willing to do it with a variety. Frankie Kokoza, if he's still
Kokoza,
available.
he'd do it.
Louis Walsh,
No, we won't get him.
or one of the hairy bikers.
Yeah, you might get him. Yeah,
We might
okay.
get
As you
that.
say, we'll draw you up a contract.
Well, look at this.
Right,
Today we're going north to Northumberland and
Well-
testing out their sausage rolls up my anus.
Well, today, right, I've got this Cumberland sausage, it's a great peculiar thing. Right? Now,
Now get this.
what I'm
dachshund.
going to do
There's a dachshund around the corner.
before I call on the dog, right, I'm just going to unravel the Cumberland sausage, right? No. Now, yeah, as you can see, like a Cumberland sausage unraveled in its original format, it's about 3.5 feet long. So I just get one in there, like, stick that on my bum.
No,
right?
this is a lovely thing. When I was growing up, my mum used to stick one of these up my bum,
Right.
and
That's
we
right.
get the pit pony to come down and nibble it. And that's where I got the
Nibble it.
idea.
That's it.
It's a winner.
It's a winner.
It's going to win a golden rose door. That was a
It's
winner.
a palm door.
Palm door.
A
For-
barn door.
For what their names, the hairy bikers? What's his name?
Dave
Dave from Hairy Bikers.
and the other one that's going bald.
Tell you what, get sponsorship from Greg's
Greggs, yeah.
Expanded Series 2 Scotch Egg.
Well, that's a bit tougher.
Well, I don't know. Scotch Egg, try and ram it down your japs.
Oh, my God.
Get a chihuahua to sniff it out.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, these are all good ideas anyway.
And if anyone's nicked them, we've put them in the post and sent them to ourselves.
Yeah, they're already copyrighted.
They're already copyrighted.
So don't think we haven't thought of that.
Yeah, exactly. We have. In the meantime, this is the wonderful sound of...
Oh, Adamant.
Adamant is another one. We could get him
to him.
Happened to him. This is called Prince Charming. Join us for more Mucky Smuts after this. There's nothing to be scared of.
There is, mate. I tell you what, when I was a kid, they used to take the piss out of me.
Something chronic.
And it affected me for the rest of my bloody life.
And it is. I mean, this nonsense, sticks and stones may break my bones and words can never hurt me. Not true.
That is rubbish.
Absolute rubbish.
Words hurt you so much more than sticks and stones. Because what they do is they damage you. Like bones and what have you. Breaking of the bones. Go down the doctors. Get it fixed. But continued psychological bullying lasts your whole life.
Absolutely.
So, Adamant, member of the Lucky Club.
Bloody right. My poor wife.
Get off my soapbox now, thanks.
She has suffered with her chin over the years. She's got an enormous chin.
She should have had something done about it.
She's had a minor chin reduction.
Yeah, she should have had a lot more taken off.
She has suffered from all the comments, Jimmy Hill, spoon face, And,
spoon face?
Well, it looks like you're looking at the back of the spoon. I don't want to expand on it, but it's been very, very hurtful. And for the vicar to say that at the point of getting married was a bit off, wasn't it?
A bit much at your
wedding.
Do
you, Barry, Arthur, Sydney, Sir Michael, take spoon face here to be your wife? Are you sure?
You go, well, yeah, actually, yes, I am going to take her to be my wife.
Well,
so
yes,
you wouldn't mind cutting down on the insulting comments.
Exactly,
right?
And he goes, is there anyone here can see any just impediment? And it was silence, and he went, no one? Jesus.
There must be someone. I'm going to ask you. I'll ask the question again. I'll ask the question again.
Yeah.
Is there, did you hear what I was saying? Is there anyone at all? Anyone at all?
Yes, anyone at all. And anyone standing at the back, you might want to come up and have a look.
Anyone that's just popped in at the last minute, have a look at this.
Here's a clue.
Now, look, I mean, if you aren't going to say something, I am. That's what the vicar said, isn't it?
You may now kiss the bride if you really want to.
If you have to do it.
God, if you want to.
But, I mean, she's got a nice personality.
Of course she has. Well, sometimes. But prior to...
She's of Nazi descent, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Yes, and organised lady.
A very organised lady. She's very Teutonic.
Yes. I mean, that's what people overlook about that Hitler. You say what you like about him, but he didn't half plan ahead.
Of course. And my wife, when she goose-stepped up that aisle like that...
You must have been...
I was shaking in my boots.
Over the moon. You had no choice.
And she'd set off that beautiful makeup with a tiny moustache just under her nose.
Flat cap and boots.
And she had... What she'd done is someone done her hair really nice, slicked it to one side. Probably quite a strict party.
That's right, yeah.
And lovely.
Shouting her vows she was.
Shouting her vows in German. It's curious to wear a brown shirt when you get married, but I dare say she wasn't.
Let her do what she wants. It's her big day, isn't it?
It's a free country, except in Nazi Germany, exactly. Of course. Ironically.
And your household.
And my household. But she's lovely.
Your household.
Really. She's mellowed.
Find the beauty where you... find the beauty where you can.
You find the beauty within.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Apart from the ranting, raving, the syphilis, and the irrational hatred of Jews, gypsies, and homosexuals, she's very nice.
She tried to take over the house next door, didn't she?
She tried to invade it.
She marched in there like she owned the place.
She went in there and
Barry? She said, right, you're coming with me. And you bought into it, but she's fair enough, because she's your wife.
She gave me an assurance, and I said, I have in my hand here a letter written by Chancellor Margaret. And then I said, unless I receive an assurance
by
that
11 o'clock.
By 11 o'clock that she won't invade the next door but one and all.
Yeah.
We're at this country, this house is at war with my wife.
I have to tell you, we haven't received
any such assurance
and therefore we are at war with number 96.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
And that's what happens, and that's as a direct result.
But that is what happens.
Well, that is what happens.
You ask for an assurance and you don't get it. You have every right to march in there.
I mean, if and that's what happens if you call people names. So ridicule is a lot to be
scared of. Exactly, yeah. Returning to Adamant's flippant remarks made in the 1980s.
Well, he's the man who says decried someone because they didn't smoke and didn't drink. What do you do? Well, they're not having chemotherapy for a kick-off.
No, that's right. And let's not forget that in the 90s, Adamant wandered into a pub
in Tufnell
Park with a poncho on like Clint Eastwood, smoking a little cigar. Someone took the piss out of him. He walked straight back out of that pub, came back about an hour later with a distributor cap from a Ford Escort and bunged it straight through the pub window.
Yeah.
So, I think ridicule, is something, nothing to be scared of. But if you are like Adamant and you can't take it, get hold of a distributor cap from a Ford Escort and bung it through a pub window.
I think that's fair enough.
Good advice.
Prior to Adamant's rather poor advice,
that is a true story. By the way,
I do know that. Prior to that, I'm well aware, went down the filthy nastiness route because we were suggesting that the Terry Bikers were going to do a television show that involved. Well, a dog eating something. I won't say it.
They've since been on the phone.
And we were discussing it. And let's make this perfectly clear that Dave and the other one offered the Hairy
Bikers, the one that's going bald.
Aren't
going to be doing.
At no stage with Kudos, Baby Cow,
any of the
Thames,
top production companies.
What the other one called, who used to be in Newman Street?
Talkback.
None of them are making a programme that involves sticking a sausage roll, a Scotch egg up anyone's bottom and forcing a dog to eat it. Let's make that clear.
Nice disclaimer.
Let's make that perfectly clear.
Absolutely clear, because otherwise...
there'd be hell. Imagine you have to go up in a court of law and say, you made an accusation that Frankie Koza was going to do mating with Michelle McManus. What gave you that idea? You had to somehow suggest that they
I'm not gonna disclose my creative process.
Exactly.
I'm not going to tell you how I come up with my ideas because I don't want everyone like plucking from the tree of Angelos.
Exactly.
Getting my trade secrets. Some, who knows how these ideas come about?
You are a creative genius.
The artist's way.
What I tend to do is I lie in the bath and I just
Not one out.
Then I just let my... Well, I don't. I have to get someone in from the council to do that for me now.
Yeah, right.
And
they do that.
Well, they will if it's an extra. I don't insist on it. I wouldn't do that.
Every now and again.
Every now and then. And I just lie there and I let my subconscious run wild. You see, and this is how my brilliant idea. This is how I come up with
the dog show.
The dog show idea.
Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it, Barry?
I come up with that because I was just lying there and I was thinking, I feel nice and relaxed. All the cares of the world have gone.
And you're thinking...
That nurse from account just taken off the rubber glove and disappeared out the door.
And you're thinking, what do people love more than anything else?
Quite simple.
Dogs.
Man's best friend.
Dogs. People love dogs. You only got to look at that. What's his name? The bloke that dresses up as a woman from Liverpool. Savage.
Lily Savage.
He's banging on about dogs.
Yes.
Right. The person what won Britain's Got Talent was done with a dog.
Yes, that's it.
Who won that show? The bird or the dog? Yeah.
Quite simply, the dog. Peter Purvis, he does the dogs.
Go with no.
He likes the dogs. He had Shep and Petra. Yeah. We are a nation of dog lovers.
And with that in mind,
we're going to do a show about dogs. I mean, you only have to pick up the Watford Observer here.
To see.
There's a dog show this weekend. There's a whole host master dog show. Now, I suggest to you that the dogs are much more intelligent than just jumping through a hoop of fire at a dog show.
Oh God! I mean, don't make me laugh.
No.
You know that is level 1 stuff.
It's absolute entry level, isn't it?
Do you know what I would like to see? I mean, I'm just, I'm thinking outside the box.
Sit outside the box. Yeah.
I'd like to see a real. I see what I'm going to pitch as well next week when we go in.
To talk back. Yeah.
I'd like to see a reality TV show.
Okie dokie.
Where you got about 4 or 5 dogs.
Yes.
Okay. And you take these dogs into a very large advertising company.
Yes.
And you see if they can run it for a week.
Right.
See if they can run the advertising company.
Now, of course, on paper, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, it could be ridiculous, but
let's be fair about advertising. It's piss easy.
It's piss easy. It's money for old rope, right? Any fucker could do it, right?
Including
so
a canine.
Why not let a Labrador and a Golden Retriever go in there with a box of pencils and see what they come up with?
Here's an idea. I've got one.
Go on.
A group of dogs.
Yes.
You take them up to the Soho area of London, down Berwick Street, Brewer Street, down there.
Yes.
You get them into a recording studio and they just have to do a voiceover.
Yeah.
Money for old rope.
Yep.
Anyone can yap.
Yeah.
And you go, and they go, oh, well, can you do it a little bit more like this? Dog goes, They go, that's right.
It. That's
and
what we wanted.
The so-called creatives just go, I don't know.
I think so. I think that's what we're after.
I've got a head full of gack. I don't know whether it's any good or not. I've got no idea.
I don't know. But what do you think of my gold jacket? Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going out to Posh Bar tonight.
I'm going to the Chiltern Firehouse to have some food. And Bono was there last year. Anyway, go on, just bark that out again. Yeah, that's perfect.
Well, they'd save some money, give the dog a couple of bonios.
That's it, off they go. Now, I would like to see a dog enter, and I think this is only a matter of time.
Yes.
Get on the X Factor. You know, like they have... every week, every year, they have the freak in there, like your
your
Wagner.
When it's good. That's when it's good.
Your Wagners or your them two brothers who look like aliens from Ireland.
That's it. Oh, Jedwards.
Jedwards. I think they just chuck them out and just get a dog in there. As long as you got a bit of personality and you stick a microphone in front of his face and say, go on, bark along to Living La Vida Loca. Yeah. See how long you get. I bet you that dog would stay in. I bet people would vote for it.
I bet you'd still see the hordes of people on their feet.
Clapping away. Standing ovation.
You know, just Scherzinger coming up and clapping away.
You're going, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
You barked that song with such conviction. You earned it.
Yeah. Carol saying, I would go so far as to say, you are the best dog act we've ever had on the X Factor.
Not only was that performance the best show of the night, that was world class.
They'd
Yes.
rename it the Rex Factor, wouldn't they?
The Rex Factor.
The Rex Factor. Nice. How about that?
Very good.
But you know, I would like to say any of that old crap that is easy to do. Who?
Chum Idol.
Chum Idol. Yeah, I like that.
You know what I
mean? Britain's Got Talons.
That would be like for a bird show.
And that's where it fell down.
That's a shame.
It's a shame. We
were on a roll kept the ball in the air.
Until that last...
a long time, until you come in with the talons, which is all right.
Talking of the Lucky Club, here's All Saints with Black Coffee.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, I like them. They were nice, weren't they?
They were lovely, weren't they?
Bit quick on the vocals.
Something to look at.
Something to look at. Now, listen, we're back in a minute with more TV ideas.
Okay.
Don't go away.
Don't go anywhere, even if you want to.
I take it back.
Oh, that's quite good, isn't it?
I take it back. Quite a nice
song to have on your Walkman round by the swimming pool on holiday, isn't it?
And I would like to say, I may have given the impression that dogs could replace All Saints with that song. Not true.
No.
Not true.
Lovely, on reflection, after listening to that song, I can't see dogs harmonising like that.
I can't.
They was like the female Beach Boys, wasn't they?
They really
They're
were.
really good. Really
They were
good.
quite, I mean, I may have
They're
given,
really good.
I may have given the impression they were members of the Lucky Club.
No, I don't think so.
They're not, are they? I don't think so.
They're really good.
Quite good. Nice song. Very
Really
good. Very good.
good.
Now,
Well done.
from the Watford
Do you know what they're
Observer,
named after?
All Saints.
Yeah.
Go on.
Church in Notting Hill area.
I could have
All
guessed.
Saints Road. And then there's a shop now what's named themselves after the band All Saints.
I've seen it's got all the
sewing
sewing
machines
machines
in the window.
Yeah, more singers in that than in All Saints.
Oh, you couldn't resist.
I couldn't
Although
resist
that's
the
not
pun.
true because All Saints are really good.
That was a funny pun.
good.
I think my puns are wasted on the young people. You don't get them doing puns and jokes.
But you know, if you go to the Edinburgh Rock and
it's
Comedy
full
Festival,
of it.
all the show titles
Yes,
are
I've got
good puns, like Divide and Conquer.
Oh, that's it. And the one I told
What's
you.
the other one?
That one I told you the other week by the Jammy Tarts. 4 women. And their
Really
show
cool.
was called You Fingered It, so now you better eat it.
Yeah. No, but that's quite good. Is that a pun or is it just a dirty
It's just
comment?
dirty filth.
I mean,
I don't know whether the show was any good. If anyone from the Jammy Tarts is... I
listening,
love the
come
title.
on.
Love the title, but if it's that going to be smut, I don't know.
You don't like smut,
don't
do you?
like
Very
smut,
dark
no,
filth. I mean, a lot of them improvisation groups have got pun names, haven't
Yeah.
they?
My Maiden Grace.
Mermaiding, lights, camera, improvisation. Is that a
Oh,
pun?
no, that's
It's not
just
a pun, is it?
hopeless. Pun?
It's not a pun, is it?
Crap.
It's a load of old bullshit.
Okay, let's think of a really great title for an
Pun.
Edinburgh show.
All right.
Okay, well, what's something that's topical? Topical.
Leisure MPs expenses.
What's the sort of...
Expensive MPs.
What about...
Oh, go on.
what's the latest thing?
I can't think in puns.
Pedos. That's not really funny, is it? in
Can't
any way?
really get a
No.
joke out of that. No.
What about... What's also in the...
People do though, don't they? They do a lot of that stuff in comedy.
don't
Talk
like
about pedos and stuff.
Let's get off that.
Let's get away from that.
get away
Let's get away from
And
that.
let's talk about this instead. Page 21 of the Watford Observer.
Oh,
I've got some
that's always
sympathy.
a good page.
Page 21. Get this. A 33-year-old Watford man, get this, he's run 100,000 kilometres, more than 2 marathons, I'll say it is. It's more than...
That's more than 20
Four.
marathons.
To raise... Guess how much he raised?
£15 million.
£1,400. Was it worth it?
But you know what?
I get out of my back pocket.
There's a fella I know, right, who cycled from Land's End to John O'Groats and back, right?
Yeah.
With I mean, literally like an hour of sleep a night to do
Yes.
it in the fastest
Right,
ever
yeah.
records.
And what did he earn?
Well, he was saying, I'm doing it for charity, and it was all in the press, and etc. And I thought, bloody, that is exhausting. Cycling from there and back with very little sleep at all.
Yeah.
He must have been like ripped to the tits on drinking drugs while he's doing
That's it,
amphetamines. And he said he raised 1,200 quid.
Oh, God, is it? I mean...
Yeah, and no, it isn't worth it.
But they always go, it's exceeded my expectation.
Yeah,
You go,
it's
"What,
made
you
me
were-"
a better person.
Yeah, and we're so grateful for everyone for stumping up 5 pence
£5
each
yeah, sure.
for me
I
to
mean,
go.
yeah, well, I've got hip problems and now my body clock's fucked.
But I've made
But
what is basically
1,200,
peppercorn.
exactly.
I mean, this bloke
So I
said
could have sold a moped for that.
he went 100. This is what it says here, 100k. That's 100 kilometres, right?
100, I thought you said 100,000.
Oh no! So I thought, okay, normally.
What a shame.
Okay, well, it's quite a lot,
It's
isn't it?
still
It's quite
quite
a
a
long,
long
and
way.
he basically
It's about
he's delighted
60-odd miles.
because he has exceeded his £500 fundraising target. Poor sod, 500 a monkey to do
Honestly,
that.
yeah, so I would have wanted a lot more
God,
to
I
run
would,
100
wouldn't I?
kilometres. Honestly, I would want a lot more than that.
Do that. What have you done for charity then? You say that you.
Well, I do a lot of charity work.
Well, what sort of
Well,
thing?
I do a lot of stuff for Sicily. cancers.
Oh, you do a lot for the testicle.
I do a lot for
What do you do?
Well, last week I did a walk for testicular cancer right the way through London.
Did you really?
Yes, I did do that, Barry.
Good for you.
Yeah, I've done that. And I walked all the way through London with me nuts hanging out of my trousers.
Did you raise anything apart from a smile?
No, I didn't raise any money, and I got nicked around about the Marylebone area. Got it slung in the back of a van.
And
when I said to them, listen, I'm doing this for charity, mate.
I said, where's your form? I haven't
got me forms, but this is like a trial run.
But you were just wearing your coat and your jeans.
You got my coat and my trousers
trousers have a number on.
I had nothing on but my nuts hanging out the front of my trousers. And...
Did you raise awareness of more mental problems, really, wasn't it?
And the fact is, and there's no delicate way of putting this, they're really long. So they're hanging down past me gusset.
Right, and what did that achieve?
Well, it achieved awareness for me, because when I walked...
When you walked around, you
when
kept
I walked
thinking
around
about
the
your
Waterloo
balls.
area,
Yes.
I had to climb over a couple of fences and I caught them on a pole.
Snagged, yeah.
And it didn't half hurt.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, that's raised awareness. I mustn't do that again, because honestly, I'll have nothing left to campaign with when I do this for real. You know, let me trial run and stuff, etc. But I think as a recce, which is what I've done, I think it's a very worthwhile process, because I know exactly the route I want to take.
Well, if you take me on it, I'm very happy to go. I don't necessarily want... Is that part of it? You have to get your nutsack out?
Yeah, you got to walk around with your nutsack out.
Okay.
Just a little sign on it, just so people come up to you and say, listen, mate, what are you doing? And I say, I'm walking around with me nuts hanging out my trousers, so that people become aware of stuff.
And when shall we do it? This weekend, or...?
We can do it whenever you like. I think probably the best time to do it is around about chucking out time of the pubs. So that people are the most aware at that time. You get a lot of blokes, because it's really blokes you're trying to target.
Really, yeah.
And the odd bird as well, because she might see something she likes. And so you can... it's like putting yourself on show, isn't it? Putting yourself in the shop window.
In the shop window,
so it kills two birds with one stone.
You put yourself in the... you put yourself more in the shop window than George Michael in his car.
That's right.
How long are your tests? Just out of... Any listeners want to just turn down. Yeah. When you say they're long, how long is it? What droopy sort of thing?
Well, I'd say you're probably in that sort of area.
Cool, blimey. What, sit down? I don't have to...
Yeah, no. See, they all...
Just rest them on there.
They all...
Oh, yeah.
They all sort of bunch up in a puddle.
I see. Well, just push that one out.
Out of the way.
Separate
I
them.
think you'll agree that they look like...
They've got some spread on them,
a pair of snooker balls in a balloon.
Let me have a... Let's just see whether mine can do the... Hold on.
Do it from your seat to see how much swing you can get.
Just get that... Pop that on there.
Ooh, not bad.
I mean, they're not quite as big.
They're not as long.
Tickle.
They're not as long.
I've knocked my tea over now. I've bloody scalded one of them.
Yeah.
I don't suppose I need them so much
No,
now.
you don't need it. And also, when you sit back down, Barry...
But feel that, it's quite weighty.
Yeah,
feel that.
Put it in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's quite weighty.
Yeah, it's not a bad weight in there, but you've got a lot of unused stuff in it now. When you
I need that siphoning.
Do you have to sit on you? I mean, because they're quite long and all, aren't you?
They are long. I tripped over them.
Yeah,
on the
I was going to say
there.
You don't want to sit on them.
Oh, nasty.
Because that would even at your age.
On a long journey, sometimes when I go the bus
up your bum.
Ruislip way. If you go on the 98B, it's quite an old bus, and there's potholes. It does not hurt you a bus. So, particularly if you've got a millipede up there. So, what I do is I get my nuts and I prop up nice like a cushion.
Like a pair of cushions either side of your buttocks.
So, where can the listeners see us on this Moonlight Testicle Walk?
Well, as you say, I shall be starting at Waterloo Station.
Okay.
I'll be walking across Hungerford Bridge with me. I shall pull my nuts out round about.
At the start of the bridge.
Yeah, round about the National Theatre.
Yeah, as a...
I get me nuts out because they
tribute,
don't mind it. They think it's some sort of performance art. I don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
But it is when you get around the King's Cross area, that's where eyebrows start to be raised because they think you've got a sinister motive. And I have to say, this is for charity. Leave me and my nuts alone.
Thank you.
Okay, if you don't mind. So I'll be walking all the way through London. Come and see me, and I'll be walking probably as far as I can get before I get nicked and shoved in the back of a van.
Well, this piece of paper, what do you do? You just stick this on your back. What should I write on it? Ball bag?
Ball bag charity. Ball bags out for charity.
Ball bags out for charity.
And the charity that I'll be walking around with me ball bags out for is...
Bollockade?
No, I think it'd probably be something to do with dogs.
Dog charity. With ball bag.
Ball bags out for charity.
Ball bags out for dog charity.
Dog charity.
Ball bags out
for a dog charity.
B-O.
Ball bags.
Out. B-O-F.
B-B.
B-B. Does not really... B-B-C. B-B-O, B-F, B-B-C.
What will you be doing for charity, Barry?
Well,
Have you got any ideas? Anything you want to do?
Well,
anything I can help you with to make it work for you?
What I like to do...
Oh, by the way, I'm hoping to raise about 30 or 40 quid when I do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, what I'm hoping is going to surpass my threshold, my target of £5.67.
Your previous record.
What I'm hoping to do is get, we had the All Saints on earlier.
You know that.
I'd like to get them to come round and do a naked walk up Bushy High Street, because let me tell you, if I saw that, I'd have my hand in my pocket.
Oh, actually, you certainly would.
I really would.
For a little while.
For quite a little while. Shaking my tin.
That's it.
And I would really like to see if there's any top-line celebrities, not uglies, attractive ones.
Fiona Bruce,
etc.
Gabby Logan.
Lindsay Wagner. And get them to come up, do something which involves nakedness.
Yeah.
It's not a crime.
For charity.
No charity.
Well, I'm getting me nuts out for dogs.
Well, exactly. Angelos is going to get his nuts out for dogs, and I would like a variety of attractive women to take all their clothes off for
Carla Lane.
Elderly.
Me mental health problem.
Me.
Yeah. For you.
Well, I'm elderly, am I?
Exactly, yeah.
And because we've run out of bourbons. Age concern. There's a variety of things we need.
Yeah.
We need some more milk and some marge and that.
Yeah.
If any celebrities want to come down, strip off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the proceeds, I guarantee, will go towards me.
Yeah.
Our larder.
Yeah.
Of food, and we might even buy some Vaseline for Margaret's greasy gooch.
Oh, that's nice.
With the proceeds.
Do you know the next time India play England at the cricket?
Yes.
I'm going to take all my clothes off.
Yes.
And I'm going to burn them. Like in the stands.
Oh, yes.
And then I'm going to run right across the middle of the pitch.
To raise awareness for...
mental health problems.
Yeah, good. Well, you just do what you can in this world.
Yep, absolutely, mate. Help where you can.
What I was hoping to do is... because I had that idea about Lords. Because we used to go to Lords years ago to see the cricket.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is You're
banned from there now.
Well, because of my last charity
your
effort.
last charity.
I took off all my clothes.
Yes.
I sprinted down to the front of just where the boundary is.
Yes.
I jumped over the barrier, snagged my testicles on a rusty gate.
Yeah.
I got septicemia. I sprinted to the crease.
Yep.
And I propped my cheeks open with the bales. And I raised enough money to combat septicemia, which, ironically, I suffered from that.
Which you contracted.
But I feel I'm justified in talking about it.
Alex Stewart was more than happy for you to do that, wasn't he?
He went, how's that? And I went, how's this?
What do you think of this?
What do you think of this?
How's that? But what do you think of this?
Yeah, exactly. I bowled a maiden over with my bumhole. Now.
Okay.
When we come back after the next song, so guaranteed no more ball bags.
What is the next song?
The next song is called One Thing by Amory. Do we know it?
No.
It doesn't sound very good.
I don't know. There's a lot of drums.
More filth after this, kids.
Okay.
Really like that one, didn't we?
A lot of drums in there, Barry, wasn't there?
Lot of drums. Very male.
This is African.
Yes.
African sound.
Oh my goodness, I really like that.
Did you?
What are you doing
Why
tonight?
did you like that song?
Oh, why did I like that?
Break it down for
I
me.
like that. No. That
I like
she
the-
sang. I liked her voice. I dare say it drives you mad after a while.
Oh, what she's like round the dinner table.
Oh, God,
driving mad.
whining, mum.
Please. Can you pass the
Doctor, please.
ketchup over?
You're eating
like
your
that, huh?
cholesterol too high.
Yeah.
Your cholesterol too high. Go easy on the salt.
What time is the man coming to bring the gas meter?
Oh, imagine living with that.
Oh, Christ.
Jesus.
Drive out the wall. I mean, but in terms of like singing on the song for a couple of minutes, yeah, okay.
I'll give you 5 minutes,
Yeah.
Barry.
Huh?
I've just been in there. God, can you imagine that?
Yeah, no.
Racket.
I can imagine that, yeah.
So that was Amory. If you're thinking of moving in with her,
Don't bother.
Do
Don't
not.
bother. She'd drive you out the
The
wall.
wall.
She'd drive you out the wall, mate. What are you doing? What were you asking me?
Yeah, what I was going to say is what are you doing tonight? Because this is a little bit of a way of segueing into what I'm doing tonight.
Oh, so you're putting it out there for me?
Well, let's see what you're doing first.
Okay, well, I'm thinking about going to the dog's track.
Oh, yes.
Because you know I had that lottery win.
Oh, yes.
Did you know that?
I did know about that.
Yeah, I've become a millionaire.
Angelos has won £1 million, is that right?
£1 million, on the lottery.
Yes.
Yes.
No need for jealousy.
No, because it does bring out the green-eyed monster.
The old green-eyed monster.
In a lot of
course
people.
it does.
You
You've had
know.
begging letters and all sorts.
I've had
haven't you?
begging letters. I've had all sorts of people. People coming out of the woodwork. Family members who I've never heard of.
Yeah, coming out.
Yeah, it's been nice to see them, though.
Yeah, but
you
what
know.
do they want off
They
you?
want money off, yeah.
Are you sure they're
money
members
off
of your
you.
family?
I'm not entirely sure, no, but if they want to pretend to be my family for a bit of
Well, it's
cash,
something, isn't it?
I'm quite happy to go along with that charade. Anyway, I don't know if or not you're aware of it, but when you win like millions of quid on the lottery,
Right.
They say, listen, we don't want you to do a Mikey Carroll. Like,
Oh, yes.
you know, spunk it all on cars and gold teeth, etc. We don't
That's
want
it.
you to do that, although it does
Steak.
it does make
Viennetta.
good headlines. It
Yeah,
does make good
good
headlines.
copy.
Good copy. So we want you to invest this money. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, who do you want me to invest this money in? Oh,
Yeah.
so one of your companies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of your companies, is it?
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. I don't think I know what's
Yeah.
going on here. The government's behind this.
Yes.
Right, you want me
Just
to invest
invest in
my
your duck
money
house.
into your stuff, your businesses,
Yes.
and the financial markets, which frankly is a disgrace,
Yes.
right? And it doesn't. I don't agree with the capitalist market.
yeah.
Says even though I
Stop
do.
us if we're getting too technical.
Exactly.
Go on.
Yeah. Anyway, so they say invest the money, and I say no, stick it up your ass. I'm not going to invest the money with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to invest the money my own way.
Yeah.
So, tonight I'm going down the dog track
Yes.
to invest a good lump of it on
what?
trap 6 at the 8.15.
Oh, Davy's boy.
Davy's boy, yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to
nice.
stick about £100,000 on him.
Well, yeah.
Right? And then I'm going to wait until 9 o'clock when Northern Barry's running in Trap 2.
Yes.
I'm going to stick another 100,000 on him and all.
Yes. And you want to take down some of your family, get them to stand with you as they watch your money.
Yeah, my money increase in value.
increase.
Yeah, I'll put
You
another
might
100 grand on
buy 'em
top
a
of
hot
what
dog or something
yeah,
like
get
that.
a hot dog, yeah. If they want a hot dog.
Well, very wise. And if you've got any financial queries, For Angelos,
give me a ring.
Give us a ring.
Give us a ring, because I can certainly point you in the right direction.
We're trying to get some phone calls.
Or Epsom.
All the major money markets.
Yeah,
Epsom,
Sandown.
Walthamstow.
And I
used to
can
be closed.
certainly put you in touch with a very good bookie.
Yeah.
Very good bookie, actually. Or else, if you want to know where all the best fruit machines are, I can do that too.
Yes,
So,
it will cost. There is a little
of
bit.
course
You
there
get
is.
some commission
Yeah, but
on
that's
this.
that's my financial advice. You got any financial advisor, and they will take money for the investment. But what are you doing tonight, Barroy?
Very simply, I'm staying in, and we've got a new sofa and a new chair. And I'm going to sit on the bloody thing. If I'm going to be
sit
paying
on both of them.
I'll sit on. Well, my Margaret does by nature of her bottom. But we're going to sit on it. We're going to sit on the telly, and we're going to enjoy the comfort of our new
home. You're settling down at last, Barrow.
Yes, we are. And what I always like is
after years on the run.
Well, yeah, there is that. For a long time, we've sat on substandard sofas and what have you.
And so what? Margaret put her foot down there. She said, I'm sick of my arse touching the floor when I sit in this sofa.
She was sat up then, and such was the springs had gone on the thing. She basically had her legs up about 2 foot higher than her body. And she was, virtually got her own head in her own bosoms, which were down by her ankle. So she was very uncomfortable, and she said, it's not good to me after sort of thing like that.
She was choking, wasn't she?
She was choking, and I said, well, enough's enough. Discomfort is one thing. Literally choking on your own breasts is quite
That's too
another.
much, isn't it? That's too much.
We went to John Lewis in Watford.
Oh, hello.
And what I always find about...
Very expensive in John Lewis, very expensive. But Barry's had some money coming, hasn't he, Barry?
I've had some money coming.
He's had a windfall, hasn't he?
Well, I've had a windfall, and I don't like to divulge where it comes from, but let's just say this.
Somebody died.
The circumstances were not suspicious. No. If my Margaret chooses to go over to her old Uncle Brian's house, serve him his dinner in bed and accidentally trip on one of his scissor slippers and fall backwards, suffocating him in, I'm going to say it, bottom, in his bottom, in her bottom, And if that's going to happen,
if that's going to happen, she's one of them things which has happened.
If you are going to leave your slippers, your clothes
next to your bed,
and you invite a relative over to see if you're all right, and you already have a respiratory problem. And that woman,
what you're asking for trouble, aren't you?
You are asking for trouble. Anyway, she sat on him, killed him, and I'm $100,000 better off.
So straight down to John Lewis.
And you know what was lovely about it? We buried him. It took us. He's a big fella. It took us 3 days to bury him and 4 days to wipe the smile off his face. That's sort of old joke. I've doctored slightly. I can't remember. In fact, after my Margaret, here we are. This is the next bit. And after my Margaret sat on his head. We had to bury him on his front because we couldn't get the coffin lid down. And there will be more adaptations of old shit jokes next week. But anyway, the point is, I went to John Lewis, and you may have found this if you've ever been to John Lewis.
I've been there. I use the bogs.
They are so expert in selling their stuff, they manage to sell nothing. They'll do so much. Well, sir needs to decide.
Oh, it's up to you, mate.
It's very much up to you.
So much choice.
And you wonder why this country is in recession.
Going to the dogs.
You need someone to come and sell you something. We went to buy a bed some years ago. Well, sir, what togging would you like? What sort of springage system?
I want a bed. I can lie down on it, right? So I can go to sleep.
But no.
And then I'll wake up again and I'm still in the same place.
There's such technicians, they don't want to sell you a bed. They want to talk. Too much paperwork, presumably.
And I tell you what, it's overwhelming buying any of that stuff. Because there is, now, I don't, but there is too much choice.
Of course
there is too much choice. I would prefer to have lived in communist Russia.
I was going to say.
Where you go, I need a sofa. Yes, come here.
It's the same as that German.
Yeah.
Would you like to come and see this sofa made of real Russian wood?
What is it? It is the only sofa is available.
It has a wooden cushion next to it, and everybody has the same Russian sofa.
Thank you, that will be fine. And then the transaction takes like seconds.
2 rubles and a donkey later, you're walking out with it.
Out with a
You've got to
sofa.
carry it yourself.
And John Lewis in Cameron's Britain.
Oh,
It's a
that's
totally
weird.
different
It's
bloody
too
ball
much
game.
choice.
And everyone thinks it's great to have choice,
No,
but
it's not.
honestly,
It's
just
not.
black or white, please.
Exactly, black and white.
Black and white, left or right.
yeah,
That'll
that's
do.
it, that'll do.
Nothing else. I don't want all the other choice. I
so-
don't want it.
That's what I'm going to do tonight.
What colour is the sofa?
It's a beige colour.
I'd have gone for avocado myself.
Well, yeah, but what I found is in our house we've got magnolia beige walls, magnolia beige carpet. Stick the sofa and I can't fucking find
Can't
it.
even see where it
Can't
is.
see where it is.
Yeah.
It's best to keep it neutral, beige.
Beige,
My
yeah.
Margaret wears a
Beige,
beige trouser suit.
Oh, yeah.
And if it wasn't for her large head and chin, I
wouldn't know where she
it's like
was, yeah.
she's floating around
Yeah.
the room like a spectre.
Camouflage.
Like camouflage.
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 It's camouflage.
Camouflage.
And tell me about it. What is the sofa made of? What material?
Oh, it's made of the finest man-made, highly flammable fibres.
Polyester.
Polyester. It's a polyester mix.
Oh, I'd have gone for cotton.
Yeah, Draylon.
Given the choice, I'd have gone for cotton.
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 I can't afford that. Not chuck about Charlie like you.
Okay.
No, I've got that. But what I
Polyester.
find is...
Is it one of them where you, like, you fall asleep with a fag on the go and there's a good chance when you wake up you'll be
Listen,
dead?
if my Margaret's had a chicken biryani
Yeah.
and I've got one of my fags on
Yeah.
and I blow off on that Draylon polyester mix, the whole
bloody hell,
thing
yeah.
go up like Hiroshima.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually disgraceful.
But it's cheap now, isn't it?
Well, it is cheap. But will it last, you see?
No.
I dare say it's a false economy getting something that's going to last 25 years because I ain't
You ain't going to last that
going to
long.
last
yeah.
that long. So I was saying cheap and cheerful.
She.
All I said was, when I went in to John Lewis, I said, look,
Boy. Listen, boy. Listen, boy.
I want to buy something. I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it. I
talk
don't want
about
to
it.
hear about
Yeah.
where
What-
it was made.
yeah, I don't want to know
I
that.
said, it's very simple.
How much is it?
How much is it? I want a cheap one.
What's your finance? How much
Beige.
can I get off?
Beige.
Yeah.
I'm a pensioner, and I
How
just
much a
simply
month?
want, for once in my life, a sofa which doesn't result in my wife suffocating on her own
Her own
breast.
bosoms, yeah.
Is that too much to ask? And he went, oh, let me have a look at the options. No, mate.
I don't want the options.
Not the options. I
want
want
that
you to
one over
sell
there.
me that.
Yeah. In fact, take me to the staff canteen. I'll have the one you got in there.
Yeah, anything. I'm not fussy. These people, they demand,
It's purely functional for me.
purely functional.
Yeah, I need to sit down and watch New Tricks or Crime Watch or whatever it is I'm going to watch, on something that is reliable,
Yeah.
won't go up in a ball of flames if I
Exactly.
stab a fag
Exactly.
out on it.
I mean, what
it's
do you-
wipe clean
what
when
you-
I spill my food on it. Yeah.
What are you currently sporting in your living room for sitting facilities?
A tea chest.
A tea chest.
And sit on the tea chest.
That's it.
And then I've got this Tupperware box that
Which you
goes
use as a
inside it,
poof?
which allows your coffee table.
Oh, nice.
And I
Tupperware
just
box tea.
bung me plate on there.
Yeah,
and
that's
me
smart.
pot noodle, and I munch on that in front of my 50-inch widescreen flat TV.
that's it.
That's where the money's gone,
That's where
Barry.
the money's gone.
That is where the money's gone.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
But we might just stay in, and then we're going to go to bed and make sweet love.
Oh my God. What position you in tonight?
Oh, let me see. Hold on. I've got it written down here. Hold on.
What date is it?
Tuesday, bum fun. Wednesday, missionary. Thursday is...
Reverse cowgirl.
I don't know what... Oh, reverse cowgirl, that's it. Where are we now?
Wednesday.
Oh, I think we're down for... Hold on. And Shandy...
The Norfolk Poke, is it?
Which one?
The Norfolk Poke.
Yeah, Norfolk Poke.
Norfolk Poke. Yeah.
Norfolk Poke we're doing today.
Okay.
And then, can't wait till Sunday. We've got Ashford in Kent.
Oh.
I'm going down Ashford in Kent.
Ugly.
Not off.
Lucky boy.
Yes.
Well, once a month, isn't it?
Well, I treated her in a bit of Ashford.
Ashford in Kent, yeah.
And,
go down there, see the
I
relatives.
won't go as far as the Channel Tunnel, no way.
No.
But we will be having a Norfolk poke
Really?
tonight. That's to look forward to.
Oh, that's nice,
We're
mate.
going to sit on our sofa. We're going to watch Watchdog tonight.
Are you?
And then we're going to have, I think
like
she's
that
done
Anne
a
Robinson,
cheesy
you know.
leek bake.
I like that Anne Robinson.
And with the vision of Anne Robinson in my head, I'll give Margaret a Norfolk poke.
She's had a lot of work done, hasn't she, that Anne Robinson?
Oh, God, not half.
Her skin is very thin.
Yes.
Thin indeed.
Very
You know,
thin.
she used to have quite a chubby little face.
She did, didn't she?
You know, and then she went and done the one where everyone's rude to each other in the quiz show.
Yeah.
That one, what's that called? Weakest Links.
Weak as links.
You know, where they all slag each other off.
Weak as links.
You know.
Yeah.
And then her face started to change.
Well, you know what? I feel a bit sorry because she's had a split recently. It's all gone round between her ear and her
is
nape
it?
of her neck.
Yeah, well,
nasty
yeah.
split. But I bet she divorced her fella, didn't she?
Did she?
She famously, yeah.
What, when she become famous?
Yeah, she said to him, "Do you want a divorce?" He went, "Yes, bank."
Oh,
Like
I
that.
see.
You know, but no, that's true.
Because she's
She
been
did.
famous for a long time now,
Oh,
Anne Robinson,
yeah.
like doing Watchdogs, in a lot of these consumer programs
She
like
has.
John Stapleford.
Yeah, that's right. John
And then-
stapled her.
Yeah, someone
certainly,
stapled
yeah.
her, actually.
Stapled her.
And then she gets the big quiz show,
Yes,
okay, and then she divorces her husband.
that's right. It's curious, isn't it?
Is she banging some young boy now?
I don't know. Let's make this perfectly clear.
Yeah,
we
do
have no
have
idea.
no idea whether she's
whether
banging
anyone.
young boy.
but-
Do you know, my mate, he was doing a job like next to the audience.
Oh, like a warm-up thing? Or
Yeah,
what? Yeah.
that's right. For the Jeremy Kyle show.
Oh, my God.
And
How does he warm up an audience like that? Just keep
he's
shouting out
not.
benefits?
He's not warming up the Jeremy Kyle
Oh, I
show.
see.
He was warming up somebody in the studio next to the Jeremy Kyle.
yes,
And
go
then
on.
next door, you got the Jeremy Kyle show
I bet
going
the stench
on.
was
right?
terrible, wasn't it?
And he said that at the studio door, they got this big thing, like security thing, like you go through, for
for knives and that?
for the airport.
Yes.
And he said to one of the people, he said, "We've got someone famous in there. Is that
Yeah.
blah blah, blah? He's got some criminals." He went, "No, that's for the audience."
What, to stop them?
Checking the knives.
Oh, my God.
And when they have people lately have come on that show,
Yeah.
they put them up in an hotel and they ply them with booze. So they're mega hungover when they do the show.
Really?
So they're right knackered and all pissed off.
Oh,
so
I see.
it
So
brings out
really
the worst
in them.
Yeah.
What I was thinking
Very
about
contrived.
the Kyle thing is, I always assumed, and I might be naive behind the ears,
Let
but
me have a listen, I'll be the
it's not
judge.
a crime.
No.
But my point is, he's not actually. What is his qualification? It's not as if he's A, a counsellor, B, a legal man, C, a marriage guidance, D, a family planning officer. He's just a bloke has
a bloke.
decided he has the moral high ground.
Well, it's very
What is
difficult.
his authority?
His
exactly?
authority is this, Barry, right? So someone's going, no, listen, right? No, listen. Shut up. This is the Jeremy Kyle show.
Yes, his
and
authority.
that is his authority. He's his judge, jury and executioner.
It's human bear bait in that
It's
programme,
awful,
isn't it?
isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, so do I.
It's one of the best programmes
On television.
I've got about 50 of them, Sky Plus.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for,
Who?
some of the
I
kids.
feel sorry for Trisha.
Well, she can't compete with that level of
She can't with that
degradation.
degradation and filth.
She can't, can she?
No, her moral compass won't let her go that low.
No, exactly.
Whereas Jeremy Kyle
Oh, he'll scrape the barrel.
don't give a
he
shit,
don't
does he? Don't give a
I
shit.
bet he's got some skeletons in his closet, hasn't he?
Gambling addict.
Do you know that for a fact?
Yeah, I do know that
Be
for a
very,
fact.
very careful what you say.
Okay, I'll be very careful. He's a gambling addict.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is that right?
I don't know if he's still a gambling addict, but he definitely used to be a gambling addict.
Oh, okay.
But he cleaned himself up
Yeah,
and he
good
stopped
luck to him.
gambling,
Good
and now
luck
he
to him.
runs the Jeremy Kyle
And
show
I
where he
think,
slags off poor people
Poor
for
people.
money.
Oh, well, that's good of him, isn't it?
I wonder how much he earns a show on every show. I wonder how much money he makes.
Talking of this,
we should get him on.
Of poor people. We won't get him on now. You called him a gambling addict.
Well, he's a gambling addict.
And
he admits it himself. He's on all over the publicity.
All right.
I'm a gambling addict.
Here's one. Funny you should say that about poor people being exploited by the media. I was just with, it's absolutely true, I was with a makeup lady earlier, I was doing something, and who used to be a page 3 girl, actually, Becky Rawls.
Oh, I know her.
And she,
lovely pair of legs.
Oh, lovely pair. And, lovely pair. What a lovely couple. So nice to see them together. And she said to me, I can't actually divulge, but she went somewhere.
Where'd she go?
And
you can't divulge.
I can't divulge any of this. The more I think about it,
the less
you
can
are
say
about it. And she had a lovely time, and that was that. Right, we'll go to a song, and I'll tell you in the song. And we are hoping that someone's going to phone up soon. And they are going to want our advice, or they're going to want to tell us something. Hope they're not going to try to be amusing. Cause
no, don't be amusing.
Don't try to be. We've never tried. No. So, in the meantime, this is by Apollo 440. It's called "Stop the Rock." Do you remember it?
Oh, it sounds like Status Quo.
Oh my God, maybe it is Status Quo masquerading as Apollo 440.
It sounds just like Status Quo.
Let's see. Do we recognise it?
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, it is. Get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down. Anyway, so we go.
Stop the rock. It's the end of the song, Barry.
You see, this has worries me.
We was talking about Jeremy Kyle.
We was talking about Jeremy Kyle.
And how much them people get paid to go on there. And how do we get on there?
And then it turns out that in the studio next door, you know, where the operatives
through the glass,
they can hear what we're saying even when the mic's on, which is a bit of a worry. We said in weeks past.
Oh, we've said awful things, Barry. Terrible
things, haven't we?
No, awful things.
Oh my God! Stuff. I mean, when you said all that stuff about my Margaret,
I know,
and the time you spent with her in Norfolk Broads, that camping trip.
Yeah, I know.
We let all that out.
Yeah, but only to them, and they won't go to the press.
Well, I hope not. Don't ever mention.
Don't go to the press.
You know the thing about when Angelos went camping with my wife.
Because I wouldn't want Barry to find out.
I don't want to hear about it. You know, that Astis Spumanti they had and got a bit fresh.
And the Ferrero Rocher.
I don't want to hear it. Oh, God. Eating them Ferrero Rochers out of her belly button.
It was a really nice night.
Oh, God. You know she's got a nut attitude.
You know, we all just got a bit carried away.
Oh, I don't want to hear about that. Don't upset
you. Sorry, mate.
How many times?
So, where were we talking about the telly?
I can't get the vision out of my head.
Oh, well, look, Barry. It wasn't that bad.
Dad!
It was quite nice, actually.
Dad!
It was quite nice.
Did she call you my pet name?
What, Plonker?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Did she touch you in only the way she knows how, you know, with her elbow?
I don't know, but she touched me in a really funny way.
Oh, God! The pain of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's an half hurt.
It does hurt.
She's much stronger than she thinks, isn't she?
Did she give you the fireman's lift?
Yeah, she done that, and then she put me down and grabbed both of my ears and pulled them right outside my head and go, oh, look,
that's
all right,
what she does.
Jug face.
That's what she does.
She says you look like a Greek urn.
Oh, that's what she used to call me.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. But as I say, she's still got some strength in her arms.
She's got some strength on her, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, I tell you, I crack some nuts between them thighs.
No, she's wonderful. But anyway, that's all done now.
She's a big girl.
She is big, but I'm glad that ended that little phase of her.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
there's sex and then there's kickboxing and it's very difficult sometimes with her.
Yeah, and then there's
all in wrestling.
Mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Cage fighting. If she'd have done that a few years ago, mate, she'd have been very, very, very successful.
It's very, very erotic what she does.
She's got the right genes for it.
She's got them big hands, you know. I mean, a lot of people do mistake.
Big ankles.
Great big hands, big ankles, stubble, massive penis. And it's very difficult
to find that sort of lady.
Attractive.
Yeah. But you do.
I persevere.
Every
day of my life.
Yeah, there's someone out there for everyone.
Now, let that be a lesson to you. There is someone out there.
If anyone's struggling to find a bird or a fella, there's someone out there for everyone. There is a lid for every pot.
And it's just a question of finding them or signing up or paying for it. And it's very simple.
I tell you what, right? If I wasn't batting birds off with a stick, which is what I am doing,
what would you do?
I'd go online.
What, to meet someone or just go online to
I'd go online to buy some stuff and then I'd get distracted and I'd find one of them
Russians.
Go online, like birding up websites.
Oh, birding up ones.
Oh my God, I would go on one.
What would your advert be? Good sense of humour, sort of lie basically. Good sense of humour, good health.
Really good. Look like Paul Newman.
Yes.
And I put a picture up of Paul Newman with a slightly bigger nose, which I do in CGI.
Yeah. Enjoys the cinema.
He likes reading, socialising, hanging out with friends. It's all bullshit. I hate all that stuff.
Yeah, I know you do.
I like staying in and watching Crime Watch. But you can't put that in one of them adverts. It puts people off.
I mean, the thing is, when you had your last dalliance with that website, you put your thing up and they went, you had a couple of replies, and they said, we need a photo, put that up. You got none after that, didn't you?
Exactly. So it's best not to put the photo up,
particularly if it's been photoshopped.
I put a photo up of Paul Newman. I got a lot of interest.
Yes.
People who didn't know who that was. But it was an old black and white photo of him in Butch Cassidy.
That's it.
So it's all right with people that didn't know who Paul Newman was. But people that don't know who Paul Newman is, I'll be honest with you, they're like a bit thick.
When you go out on one of them dates, you need to be a bit sharp.
You've got to be sharp, you've got to be sassy, you've got to have a few interests, mate, because otherwise conversation can dry up quite quickly.
As we've found on this show. But what you need to do is you have a few little phrases under.
Well, the thing
is...
your
finger, wipe it on the... let me get it out there, wet clothes.
That's it.
Who's the thief who stole the star out of the sky?
Let me just have a look at the label on your clothes. Oh, yeah, made in heaven.
That's it. And they like that.
They do like that stuff.
Let me... touch your breasts. That's
what happens when the conversation dries up? It just turns to sex.
Surely while you're doing all that chit chat and she's going, I'm very interested in early Renaissance art and I'm particularly interested in on your mind it's just going sex. What time's the sex? McDonald's sex. Roll-ups, McDonald's, Witherspoons, fruit machines, pot noodle,
dog track.
Just round and round in the circle.
She's going on about Renaissance art. I love all that Renaissance art. I love it all. Sex, fruit machines, McDonald's,
fry up in the morning. How can I get rid of it in the morning?
Daily Star.
Take a break magazine.
There's so many of these websites now. You can go on, you can get it on your phone. There's one called Tinder.
I've heard about this.
And then you put your face on it.
Yes.
And then you see if there's anyone around in the local area who's on Tinder.
Yes.
And then if your photo pops up, they can swipe you. Which means, no, I'm not interested, mate. Or they can go, actually, I fancy a bit of that.
Is it for casual sex?
I think so.
Or is it for long relationships?
Barry, listen to me. Casual sex, right, could blossom into more casual sex.
Yes.
Which could blossom
into some sort of something you need some sort of penicillin for as well. I've seen that
disease,
blossom
but it could also blossom into a long-term
relationship.
Okay, because you don't know who you're going to meet. And all right, so occasionally you might get brushed off. You might get someone say, "Absolutely no way, mate." But you'll also get the odd person that goes, "Oh yes, please."
Okay.
Oh yes, please. And that is a gamble of life.
I am not casting aspersions, but can you name one time you've had casual sex with a lady, you particularly, and that has blossomed into anything other than a bus fare home and never seen her again? Can you?
Yeah, of course I can.
Well, you name her.
Yeah. Well, there was one time I had casual sex with someone.
Yes.
In the bog.
Did she phone you back next day?
Well, she had to, didn't she?
What?
Because we was working together.
Oh, do I know? Does she work here?
No, I don't want
She
to
might
say.
do.
She might work here. She might know
she
the inside of the
one?
gents' toilets, the
Is she
disabled
one
section.
Katie Pricington of Jordan fame?
Listen, I am not saying whether or not I did bunk up with her in the box downstairs or not. I'm not saying.
Are you
I am
saying
not
to me and the
I'm
listeners
not
that
saying that.
Fubar Radio's very own Forces sweetheart, Jordan, a.k.a. Catherine Price,
from Brighton.
took you downstairs to the gentleman's lavatory and you enjoyed some
but
sort
I am not going to say whether
You dirty
or not-
bugger.
I am not going to
you
say.
filthy sod.
I will not be saying.
Don't believe it. Why do I never get any action?
I won't be saying whether or not.
Didn't you?
Whether or not. Have you had any?
You,
Have you had any?
Alex Reed,
Have you had any? Peter Andre,
Peter
Dane
Andre,
Bowers,
Dane Bowers,
the one with the lisp
the
or
one
the
with
stutter.
the stutter. I loved his. Remember he done 19?
No.
Wonderful. I had the 12 inch. That
19.
went on for 3 years. Yeah. And no, I've not had any interest from any women yet. I never
You
get
wanna
the glad
You want to get on one of them websites, mate?
What kind of website would be good for someone like me?
Well, you could get on any of them. As I said, honestly, have you not? It's a programme on Channel 5 at the moment. I know you're happily married to Margaret.
Yes,
You've
I
been for a
have
very long time.
Let's make that
But,
Go on.
in case you're not, in case you're thinking of straying or getting
Yes.
the wandering eye,
Yes.
there's a programme on Channel 5 at the moment, and it's called I'm 29, she's 78.
Oh, that's right.
Age Gap Love.
Could I keep up with the younger model?
I think you can.
Do you think so?
You've been a dancer all your life.
Yeah.
You know, you
can do it. I'm
you
still pretty
supple,
sprightly.
Yeah, you still got spring in your step.
I mean, if I went and offered her a Norfolk Poke or an Ashford in Kent, oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd say, come back to mine.
And the good thing about it is she wouldn't know what the bloody hell you were talking
she'd
about.
not till it happened, then she'd
So
never
then
forget it. So you
then
tell her,
she'd bloody know.
oh, come, let's have some food.
Yeah,
I've got a Frey Bentos in the fridge.
A can of ravioli.
We do a few new potatoes. Open a can of new potatoes.
Lovely, yes.
And now
Would you
lead her-
like some frozen Vienna cake?
Exactly. Lead her to the bedroom. I'll follow up on the stanner. Get in there, make yourself comfortable.
I'll be there in about 20 minutes.
And then what I'd probably do is pop a few pills.
Yeah.
Grease up my gooch
Yeah.
with a greaser. And then I would probably, I'll probably excite her.
Do the business.
I'll do the old tricks that.
Well, if you
Some of the old tricks have disappeared now.
If you've got her in your bedroom, that means she's up for it.
Of course.
And she's up for whatever it is you want to give her.
Yeah.
You know? So it's worth you going on one of
Okay.
them websites, isn't it?
Okay. Do you know what's occurred to me? We had another guest. Where is she?
I don't know.
What happened to our guest? Is that her?
I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so.
Who's that?
And it's not, in case it isn't.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Do 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 do. Angelos Barrier on your show. Angelos Barrier on the radio.
Why are you a bang song on?
Look, I tell you what, we do have a guest coming on the show who should be here very shortly. In the meantime, oh, this is lovely. Do you remember this, Betty Boo?
Oh, I like this.
Do you remember this? This is it. Betty Boo, let me take you there. I used to like Betty.
Oh, I
There's
don't
another one. What
know.
happened to Betty Boo?
Oh, she went into advertising. I
Did
think.
she?
Yeah.
This
She's
is
got any sense.
got any sense. This is Betty Boo. Stay with us. There'll be we'll up the quality after this.
well.
That is nice. Ever so nice.
Oh, I tell you what, Barry.
Well,
We've had some shit
we've had
guests in
some
here.
shit guests on this show.
But today,
At last, long
we got
last.
some bloody talent in here.
At last, we got some
Oh,
talent.
thank God. Whoever's booking these
Who
guests
is booking this guest?
finally comes up with the goods.
In the the studio
With
now.
us now.
Gracing us, counteracting the funk of men smell,
Yeah.
is the very fragrant
The multi-talented.
Miss Suzanne Shaw.
Hello.
Oh, lovely.
How are you chaps doing? You good?
Yeah, don't
no,
get
don't
me started.
Oh, no. How's your day been?
Oh, it's been absolutely shit.
Oh no.
I've had a nice day.
He's had a nice day,
I bought a
but-
new sofa, going to sit on it tonight.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, going to sit back and enjoy it.
Well, I hope your day's turned out better now I'm here.
Well, of course I am,
Oh.
because not only is she multi-talented, but she's half easy on the eyebrow.
Oh, she really is.
Honestly.
Goodness me.
Eye candy.
We've had people in here. You know Medusa,
I mean, they've stunk the
Greek
place
goddess.
out, honestly.
They've stunk the place. They could turn you to stone with their hideous look. But this one...
Oh, another league, mate.
Another league. Now,
league.
she doesn't want us lecturing the whole way.
Not the
We'll
whole
do, Not the
way.
whole way, we'll do a bit more later.
little bit.
But Suzanne Shaw is an actress, a singer, a stage and TV personality, and a raving beauty. And she's knocked us up a cake. Please welcome her. She was seen recently in ITV's Dancing on Ice All Stars.
Or most famously for Emmerdale.
Most famous, but I mean, hearsay is one thing. She's very famous.
Yeah, but
for.
you're a different culture, you know, to the older generation or younger generation. I don't know. whether-
They're older now.
They're older now.
Yeah.
You can almost-
Your generation,
Yeah,
really.
my generation.
Yeah,
Not his
Not
generation.
mine. No. We didn't have
85.
competition.
You're the Supremes, aren't you?
Yeah.
Way before that.
There
Do you know
go.
when cavemen first made a noise of sticks banging together? That was our pop music. I can almost sense you know, slightly a dark cloud when you mention hearsay. You don't want to come in and talk about hearsay or bleed.
Well, I
Go
don't,
back
I don't
there.
mind talking about it. I
Nigel
just
Lithgow
will confirm that we won't be getting back together. If that was one of the questions on the list.
What was
Hold on, let
Nigel
me cross
Lithgow
that off.
like?
Yeah, cross that off.
What was Nigel Lithgow like?
A softy at heart.
A softy
at heart. He's all right.
Yeah,
He's tame.
Is he?
Yeah, all for the cameras. A little bit like Simon Cowell.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I've met Simon. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Along the
Along the
music
way?
days.
Yeah, yeah. You had quite a sustained music career. I mean, hearsay
He was brief.
a brief music
Successful
career.
but brief.
Very, very successful.
Yeah.
Didn't Hearsay have the fastest, biggest selling hit single ever?
Charitable, non-record.
What is that? mean?
Non-charitable record, fastest sell. I don't know. I
wow.
mean, I think they put all these titles on it. I mean, I know it's in the Guinness Book of Records, but yeah, I mean, it's good. I've got a big plaque for it, and
Oh,
yeah,
that's nice,
Very
isn't it?
exciting for you lot, I imagine.
Yeah,
when you
it was
won
great.
That.
God,
Was
I
it
can
lovely?
imagine how exciting that would have been.
Oh,
yeah,
I'd love that.
brilliant. We met the Queen.
Oh,
lovely.
She'd be top
Did
of
she
the
Then
list.
we
vote for you?
sang with another Queen, Elton John.
Oh, yes.
The Queens, yeah.
The Queens. So
okay.
we've done quite a bit
But
of.
you've done some big gigs. Did you do the Albert Hall and all that sort
We
of thing?
did
Yeah.
for Prince Philip's birthday party.
Oh, there's a lot of royalty involved.
Yeah, a lot of
with people
royalty. I
that
mean, you
played
know,
with, yeah.
it's quite an honour, really.
And do you still see Mylene?
I do. I speak to Mylene.
nice.
Noel's just been staying with me because he was been working in Aylesbury doing Rock of Ages. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
so
been
you're all
a bit
doing
of a
all right
flatmate with me for the last week.
Oh,
So
what was the other fella's name that was in it?
Danny.
What's he up to,
Danny.
Danny?
Yeah,
Danny's in a corporate band now, a soul corporate band.
very
And they get a
nice.
lot of gigs, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
they
He
get
must-
yeah
he
tour
must
around
make a
quite a
few
bit.
quid,
I
mustn't
bet
he?
he does.
Yeah.
I bet he does. But you are not here to
No,
wander
that's
down.
just the
That's
foothills.
That's
We're
the
just covering the
foothills.
foothills.
But what I'll tell you what. Let's go straight to the peak, shall we?
Straight up the North Face.
The North Face. Let's go past base camp. That's enough of that
That's it, that's
analogy.
enough of the
We've done that.
mountain.
Stick a flag on the top.
Right, yeah.
And enough of that analogy about climbing. Stick the crampons.
So you're in this, Julie.
Yes, I am at the King's Head in Islington.
Nice.
Yes, we opened when did we open? Last Wednesday.
Right. And how's it going?
It's going really well.
And what's the show called, please?
It's called About Miss Julie.
About Miss Julie. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's an
not the original-
adaptation
okay.
on Miss Julie.
Is it all in modern dress?
Strindberg.
It's Strindberg. It's set in the 1920s, post First World War.
Yes.
Like Downton.
Yeah, and it is very much upstairs, downstairs.
Yes.
It's all about the staff downstairs, and then the lady of the house, the mistress of the house, basically has an affair with the butler, which is my husband to be.
John, yes.
And it all kind of spirals out of control. She becomes a little crazy.
Oh, my God.
He's really dug a hole for himself. He doesn't know whether to run away with her or stay and be with me or face the music, although they'll be fired. And, you know, there's so much goes on. And then I find out all about it at the end and
good story,
and
isn't it?
literally tear them to pieces.
Can I ask you a silly question?
Go for it.
Go on, Barry.
I might have misunderstood. Is it a musical?
No, it's a play.
There you are, it's a play.
Yes.
How can you make a musical out of that?
I tell you what, well, you could say that about any musical. Miss Saigon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Les Miserables. Who'd have thought that was a good idea?
Oh, I know. Let's have something
Let's
about
make
the
one about the French Revolution.
Oh, that's Bandler laughs.
Yeah, okay. No, I'll take that back.
You know, I mean, I tell you what, my Rose...
Greece. I thought that would do it.
Yeah.
Greece.
Anyway, the point is, it's not a musical, it's proper acting. I only ask because you
Proper acting.
do a lot of
I
musicals.
do a lot of musicals. I'm not really known for doing the straight plays.
No.
Which ones have you done?
I've done Chicago,
Oh, yes.
Rocky Horror Show.
West End, Chicago,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, done.
I've done
She's the real deal, this one.
Yeah.
she's proper.
Joseph,
Oh, yeah.
Summer
yeah.
Holiday.
Who were you in Joseph?
Joseph, no, really. I was the narrator.
It wasn't in... Oh, the
Which-
narrator.
Did you
that's
do
right.
one
Did you do
with-
it on the West End as well?
Yeah.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It
Jeff
is.
Silver and then microphones. It goes
Yeah,
in
that
your
goes
hair.
in your hair, yeah. Yeah.
I want to get one of them for going around the house.
Who would you be speaking to, just out loud on an amplifier sort
Yeah,
of thing?
just so that, you know, when I'm talking to myself, I can hear myself in every room.
Okie dokie.
Wow, that's a talent.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Can I ask you this? And I'm
Go on.
aware that we're going on to the dangerous north face now of this
Okay, yeah,
particular
the
chat
Eiger, the
mountain, the
Eiger.
Eiger. Which musical you was in when you met Darren Day?
Summer Holiday.
Oh, what,
and
the
was
Cliff
it-
Richard one?
Yes.
And you and you weren't married to him, were you?
No, didn't get married.
Neither.
No.
Going out with him for a bit.
Yeah, had a baby with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old's the baby now?
9.
Oh,
Not
how
baby anymore.
lovely.
Yeah, Corey.
So you two get on all right, you and Darren
Yes.
nowadays. Oh, good.
Yes.
It was a bit of a tabloid feeding frenzy, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Not a nice thing to go through.
No, but it makes you stronger.
Yeah,
Well,
what it
that's
does,
what I
makes you
keep,
stronger.
I keep saying that to Angelos because he's going out with Katie Price next door, who does a show here.
Right.
Used to be known as Jordan's.
Yes.
And he's tried going out with a couple of times. How's it going? I mean, you've had the press outside your door. and
Camped
everything.
outside my flat, yeah.
Oh, no, really? It's
Oh,
so
my
hard
God.
work, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's just awful. It's just an invasion of
Because
privacy.
it's such
Yeah.
a beautiful romance.
Because I like to
it's
wander
got.
around my house naked with my
Yeah.
nuts hanging out. Yeah,
Right.
you can't do that.
Well,
When the
you
bloody press are like
can't.
hanging outside your window taking photos of
Especially-
it.
and also they have zoom lenses now, so I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
they
with
could
it, when you
really
bend over.
You do need
exposure
that.
nuts.
In fact, Katie's been using one of them particular zoom lenses in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In the bedroom,
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah. But I mean, you don't want, no one wants to see. I mean, I'm like bending over, picking stuff up. You don't want that. in
They're
the
looking
picture,
straight
yeah.
into the new year, aren't they?
Yeah.
The press
Yeah.
through your letterbox.
Anyway, enough about my press intrusions. Let's talk about. Yes, let's get back to you, my sweet, sweet darling.
Thank you.
So, how long's the play been running for, please?
Since last Wednesday, we opened. I can't remember what date it is because my
Okay.
brain is
Don't
fried.
worry about that.
How long were you rehearsing for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. How do you learn all them
I
lines?
don't know.
No,
Just-
they've all gone in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you
yeah.
had notices?
Notices.
Reviews.
Press.
Reviews. Oh, right.
Reviews.
Okay. I thought you meant have we had our notice and me
No,
being
no,
closed
they
down.
say-
I was going to say
This
that.
is what we
That's
call
what they call it in the business, isn't it? Notices.
No other
Notices.
notices.
They've been fantastic.
Have
yeah,
they? Good.
yeah, we've had raving reviews,
That's
which
brilliant,
we are
isn't it?
very, very, very thrilled with. So.
Fantastic.
Yes. So
But what is it about? I mean, you know, Downton, the First World War, British history from that time. People do still
They
like
love
it.
it,
They love
don't
it.
they?
Bit of
love a
that.
bit of history. We've got a
Yeah.
lot of history behind us, this country, and the Americans love us for that.
Well,
Well, that's
exactly.
what it
But
is.
they-
It's the Americans.
they
That,
also-
we kick the Germans. That's what they like.
They
Yeah.
like- but the class
My
thing.
grandmother's German.
Yeah, well, you
Get
know.
out.
Good luck to her and the World Cup team. That's what I say.
What? But you know what is it? It's about the class system. People like that, the upstairs, downstairs thing, the haughty
Yeah.
upper classes. So no doubt there's a class problem in yours because the lady of the manor
Yes.
goes off with an oik,
Yeah,
and you're a sort of what a Barbara Windsor style chambermaid, are you?
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
I'm very plain. I'm very,
Oh, I can't imagine
Yeah.
you're very plain.
I'm a suffragette, so
Oh, nice. They've,
Very.
they've stuck it all in there.
Yeah.
Now,
They've
listen,
shoved it all
so
in.
it's called About Miss Julie.
yes.
Why haven't you done Miss Julie, and why have you?
Because it's an adaptation, and we want it to stand alone, and
Oh,
for
right.
people to come and see our version of Miss
it.
Julie.
Are you allowed to do that? Just take someone else's
Well, we're
play?
doing it. So
Well, he's an
Bugger
old.
about with
He's long gone, isn't he? The
He's
bloke who wrote the
Swedish,
original.
wasn't he?
What's he gonna do?
Strindberg.
what is he going to do?
What
Yeah,
are
nothing.
the,
What's he going to do about it?
Nothing.
What
Nothing.
are
No,
the-
you're right. You're right to do it.
What are the plans for it in the future?
Well, there's lots of plans. They're looking for investment to do the short movie of it, which will be
Well,
set.
you got a couple of quid.
a little
had
bit
a
differently.
windfall. I've had a windfall.
So if you've got any, money, then chuck it our way. I mean, we'd be more than happy.
Chuck the bucket
Oh,
down. and we'll
God,
see
I
you
tell you what,
flinging
if
it.
I had a load of money, there's nothing that is more of a certainty to invest in than a theatrical play currently in the fringes of London.
Yeah.
Quick, where do I
Quick.
sign up?
I've got the paperwork. The publicist actually has it. If you
Take
want to bring
it
it
all
through,
now.
Katie, and we'll get
it
it all
all.
signed.
What you need is an oligarch.
Yes.
A
sugar daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what you
yeah,
need.
I know.
Who's on a tax fiddle.
That's it.
That's what
That's
you need.
yeah, absolutely.
But you may go, there's plans to go all over with it, are there?
Well, there's other theatres that we possibly will
Yes.
potentially take it to. So there's lots of talks at the moment. I don't want to give too much away in case it doesn't come off. But,
course.
it's exciting times, and it's a really, you should come down and see it.
Yeah,
boys,
I think
really.
we will come and see
You
it.
Is
really
there
should.
a
When's
dis-
it on till?
26th of July.
It's the 26th of July, and it's at the King's Head Theatre, Islington, in Upper Street.
Yes.
And the
Oh,
thing
pardon
is,
you.
sorry.
No, don't.
Now,
no.
what I would need is between us some sort of discount. Me for elderliness, him for
That's a benefit.
mental stupidity.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are lots of discounts.
Is
So, yeah. In fact, do you know what? I'll treat you. I'll get you the tickets.
Hold on a minute. Now
Hold
we're
on a
talking.
minute.
And I'll
Can I bring
buy you a
25
pint.
of me mates?
Pints.
No, you can't bring 20. In fact, you can if they pay.
Well, they will pay, but they will not know what's going on.
That's
So,
fine.
As long as you got bums on seats.
That's fine,
And
yeah.
all right,
they
innit?
also won't know who you are because you haven't got 20 mates, so you might hire them.
I've got a few.
Few.
How many carers do you have?
I have 3 or 4 of them, but
Okay,
on a
that's enough.
rotation. On a rotation.
On a rotation,
on a
right.
rotation basis.
Not at one time?
No.
He
No.
has tried to rotate them at one time, but it's not in their job
They won't
description.
do that.
They're disgusted.
They won't go through with it.
What are your plans for the future, this show aside?
My plans for the future. Well, I'm getting married next year.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on! Who's the lucky man?
Samuel Greenfield.
Is he an actor type?
No, he's not.
Is
I'm
he-
done.
is he
I've
a
passed all of
builder?
that.
What does he do?
He's in
Banjo player?
sport sponsorship.
Is he?
Growth area.
Yeah, so he works.
What's that?
A growth area.
A growth area. Okay.
So he works a lot for the Premier League
does he?
and rugby
Can
and
he get us
cricket.
tickets?
What's
Ticket
for what? For Norwich.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. All right.
Why does he
Wait.
work in Norwich?
He's just left Norwich to set up his own business. So
Was he working for Aviva before that?
yes, yeah, he
And
works
then-
very closely with Aviva.
Oh,
Yeah,
Viva.
to get you a Aviva mug if you want.
Thank you. I would
Norwich
like
mug.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Can you
I
send
would
it to
like
the radio
one.
station?
Yeah,
and
of
I'll pick
course,
it up, please?
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
then just the tickets for the
All the
show, the
tickets.
tickets for Norwich City.
Okay.
And any rugby
I need
games?
a pen and paper
Yes.
and any
Yeah,
rugby
no,
games.
we'll give you a list of all of
Thank
these
you.
things here.
Thank
like
you.
this,
Underwear.
And,
Yeah.
right.
That's it, yeah,
A signed
anything you've
picture
got.
of Mylene.
Okay. Right.
Can we get a copy of the record? The hearsay record.
Yeah,
What was the
absolutely.
name of that record?
Pure and, no, you're singing Never Ever Have I Felt Solo, which was All Saints.
Yeah.
No, ours was pure and
so-
simple. Same chord structure.
How did it go? Go on.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, it's
Yeah.
pure and simple. I'll be there for you.
Oh, that's
But how
nice.
was the melody? Wherever you go,
That's it.
Whatever you do, I'll pure and
Yeah.
simple.
So,
yeah.
That's the tickets, the mug, the signed picture.
You know that come out of the blue. That is
it?
somewhere buried in the back of
the
my
mum
head. And it honestly, I'm good.
Do you know the dance routine as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one.
simple. Every naturally.
I'll be there.
I'll
for
be
you.
there for you.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice little vibrato going
So,
on.
I will be getting on to the musical theatre people because I reckon I've got a career in
I
that.
think you have.
Yeah.
Summer come out tomorrow.
No, you miss your window, mate. do you make good money doing that?
I make, I'm comfortable. Can't complain.
Is it?
Yeah.
You make a lot of money from the record.
No.
Who got that? Lithgow.
Lithgow, Granada, management. Yeah, because we were looked after because we came from ITV. ITV looked after us. So
Really? So you was just on
Yeah,
a
a
weekly
lot.
wage?
to start
How
with
annoying.
until we.
Where's the money come from then? Where'd you make the money?
Where's my money now? It's
Well,
spent it.
you must have made some money. I like just because I want to get into show business.
How
myself.
much money?
How
he
much
wants
money?
to know.
How much money?
How much have you made?
£250.
Fantastic.
Not bad, is it?
Not bad.
Not bad.
That's not
And I've
bad.
made it last.
You haven't
ain't
you
bad.
stretched it out.
Stretched it right
you
out.
invested it.
I invested it. Yeah.
That's good, isn't it? That's a
That's
lesson to all
sound,
you
innit?
kids. That's sound.
That's sound investment.
When can I just get that one thing I want to
250
ask?
quid.
When you finished with Hearsay, at what point did you all go, no, we've had enough? Because
Yeah.
I never understand that about bands. A chance to earn thousands of pounds, tour, and someone goes, no, don't do it.
Do you know
no.
what? I'm fed up with
Why?
it. I think it comes, if
Why?
you don't mind me speaking for
No.
you, Susan
No,
Shaw.
please speak
I think
for
it
me.
comes when they say, we'd like to write our own songs.
Very often that's the case. Except her and Mylene and the other two are musical. They could do it.
So what happened?
So basically, what
Get it from
happened
the
was,
horse's mouth, so to
well,
speak.
Kim left the band to go solo.
Kim
So,
Marsh?
yes. So
She
that
went-
was.
oh, yes.
Forgot about her. Oh, yeah.
So then
that's
that
right.
was the starting point, and then I think overexposure of press.
Yes.
And then you should have been at some of our road shows. We used to get like chicken chow mein thrown at us and booed and.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Just
I
because
don't-
people
because
are like
people
that.
are bored
it's a
of
British
us.
thing,
Yeah. So we decided.
That's
Horrible.
I don't
chow
really
mein.
want to get chicken chow mein thrown at me anymore.
No, I want curry. That would be okay.
wanna go
Or
Yeah, not
rice,
chicken chow
but I
mein.
don't want chicken chow mein.
Just
chucked
at
in
least
there.
start with a
mean-
poppadom. Let's not be silly
let's
about
not
it.
go
Yeah.
mad.
I know.
Good steak in the face.
And if it was like a spicy version of chicken chow mein, it stings the eyes. You know,
oh
it's
yeah,
not
you
pleasant.
don't want that. No,
I
you don't want
vaguely
that face.
remember that happening actually
Yeah.
to you, lot, you poor buggers. And so then you, I suppose, when it gets to
When it
like
gets
that,
to that,
you
you're
think,
like,
what's
should
the
we call
point?
it a day?
Yes.
So that's what we
humiliating,
did.
innit? Yeah.
Aren't people fickle? Because one
Yeah.
minute you're absolutely storming the world
Yeah.
and hands down the most exciting
Winning.
thing.
Just
People
winning.
couldn't believe it when that single come out, went straight to number one. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And next minute, oh no.
So, chicken, where's the
we're
chicken
better
chow
than that.
mein? Chuck in her
Yeah.
face.
It's so English. It's like, don't get above your station.
yeah,
innit?
mate.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate they're so British. that.
Yeah.
So they get like. So you just think
Yeah,
it's a sad
we're
day,
going to
innit?
move on. Yeah, we're going to
Yeah.
move on.
sad day.
So yeah, I moved on. I started
What did you do straight after heresy?
heresy. I did.
Heresy.
I
Oh.
did summer holiday.
Oh yeah,
that's it, yeah.
Lovely. So they must have opened a few doors for you.
Yes, yes, it did.
Lovely,
It did.
Lovely.
And then went really into musical theatre. Then did Dancing on Ice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and then,
good fun,
Yeah,
isn't
bits and pieces.
It's hard work,
Emmerdale.
isn't it, dancing on ice?
Yeah. Oh yes, the injuries I got.
What is your knee? Back.
Ribs, ankle, wrists, head.
Head?
Yeah,
You get
ice skate.
dropped on the face.
No, ice skate in the back of my head.
Oh, that's horrible, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it?
Well, look, do you know
How
what?
much did you get for that? I mean, that must have been a good payer.
Oh, I went to
To it.
claims direct. No, I didn't. It's part of the contract. You have to just deal with it.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Look, I'd have claimed compo for
I
that.
would, I
Definitely.
would,
I would have
I would.
sued people.
I would have.
I'd have taken them to the cleaners.
I would have left my shoes there
Yeah.
and just taken the skates home with me, like you do.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
hand
yeah.
them over, say, keep
I
them, I'm
know,
having
I
these.
know.
I'll go skate on the back of my head.
Yeah, and I'm chucking these on eBay, mate.
That's right. Listen, we're going to have to go because we're nearly running out of time. But Suzanne, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
It's wonderful that you're
Lovely
here.
to meet you too.
And send us
Very
all that
nice.
stuff.
I
Yeah,
will
all
do.
that.
I
the
will.
CD, the T-shirt. I'll have a chunky Kit Kat. What do you want? Anything?
Ties Tizer.
Tizer, yeah?
Yeah, if you can still get it.
I need some socks, if that's going.
Okay, I've got some great Monday to Sunday socks.
Oh, lovely.
good,
I'll have
ain't
any of that, plus
Yeah.
the photographs,
Yeah.
the mug, all that business.
Yeah.
and
Norwich
just send
City
it.
tickets.
Norwich City.
Yeah.
She's here. She's every bit as lovely as we suspected she'd be, isn't
Honestly,
she?
we have had some real shit
Crap
on this
in here
show.
in this show.
And
Oh,
it's so
well.
nice to have someone that can actually do something and that's been all over the place. So,
It's
congratulations.
at this-
Thank you for having
At
me.
luck
this
with the
stage,
show.
we
Cheers.
should have played Hearsay, but instead
Oh, we
there's this
should have
one.
played
This
Hearsay.
is a classic. Remember this? You like I should. I have to praise you like I should. Oh dear. Now look, before we go, we really should go to the phones. I think we owe it to our listeners to sort out a few problems. Who's on line one?
Hello.
Hello, who's that, please?
My name is Johnny, gentlemen. Hello to you both. Good afternoon.
Oh, have we spoken to you before, Johnny?
I'm very formal.
Well,
I wanted to give you
hold
guys
on a minute,
call.
Johnny. Hold on a minute,
Sorry.
Johnny. Have we spoken to you before?
I don't think so.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Have you?
good. New
Just met me at the
caller.
shops.
New caller.
Fantastic, Johnny. Please tell us what can we help you with?
What would you like?
Well, I have a career problem that I'd like your help
Oh,
with,
yes,
gentlemen,
I can
please.
help you with this.
Go on.
Now let me go into detail.
Give me the
I'm
background.
trekking around the north of England, filming steamrollers.
Good.
And it's
Yes.
warm,
Good.
and it's sweaty,
Good.
and it smells of engine grease, and I
Yes.
feel like Jeremy Clarkson's bollock.
Oh.
And this isn't what I envisaged for myself as
No.
a young man.
Yeah.
And I feel I've just got more to offer the world.
Mm.
My question to you, gentlemen, with two distinguished and esteemed television careers already.
Thank you.
How
Thank you.
do I break the big time? How do I get myself in front of camera?
Let me
I
write
feel like
this
I've got a
down.
talent
Write the
blocker.
problem down.
I'm going to write the problem down.
And then we'll go into a bit
That's
more
it.
background
I'm
in
gonna hand this to
a moment,
you.
Johnny, and then we can work it out from
Angelos.
there.
Johnny is
Lovely.
what are you doing? Recording steam?
Filming steam.
Filming?
You
I
filming
am,
steam
yeah.
engines?
I'm filming with Fred Dibner's son. Does
Steamroller.
anyone remember
Oh,
Fred
Dibner. Yeah, I know Dibner. So you're
There we
doing
go.
that. You want to get into what? Show business?
You want to get in front of the camera, Barry,
in
along
front
with
of
all
camera,
the
yeah.
rest of the youth nowadays.
And, okay, look,
Absolutely.
I am now...
I hear the pay is better and the hours are
Yeah,
more.
thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny. I'm handing the problem over to my colleague Angelos Epithemiou, and he sees the problem and your answer.
Now,
Angelos.
Johnny, listen, a bit more background if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Are you actually? What's your current role? Filming these steamrollers.
My current role is of a producer,
Producer.
Of the filming.
Oh, pretty fancy.
And how old are you, my friend?
I am 25 years young, but I have the face of a
25.
fresh 18-year-old
All right,
virgin.
thank you. And when you was growing up and thinking, oh, media, that might be quite a nice job to get into, how the bloody hell did you end up wandering around with Fred Dibner? How did that happen?
Well, I did journalism at the time, and I wanted to do news. But the problem with news is it's
phone hacking.
really, really depressing.
Yeah, it's phone hacking, isn't it? It's all phone
So
hacking.
I thought, where is the show business? Where's the joy in
Phone
life? Where's the
hacking.
humour? And I
Yes.
thought maybe this dead British institution's son may be the way forward.
Yes, well, that's the
And
logical
so
way.
far, he's been wonderful.
Well, Fred is wonderful. But what
It's
sort
his
of...
son.
What's... Is it his son?
His son. It's Fred Dibner's
His
son.
son, yeah. Fred's
Ah.
dead.
Is he?
Yeah, sorry about
When
Yeah,
did
he
it
is.
happen?
He died. He died a few years ago. Very
When?
sad.
that. Fred Dibner, a few years
Like
ago.
4
When did he
years
die?
ago.
Angelos
What did he die of?
just heard. Sorry about that, mate.
I'm sorry to break the news.
What did he die of?
What did he die of? I don't know. I think it might have been cancer or one of the other awful things that people die of.
Can we Google that, please?
Join us for
Somebody Google
more
Yeah.
jolly death stories next time. Right.
That's thrown me.
Okay, let me tell you what I think, son. What area do you want to get into in front of the camera? What is it? Is it presenter? Is
X
it
Factor?
actor? X Factor? Is it stand-up comedy, comedy acting, film acting?
I will do
Nick Knowles?
anything. I will do anything for a steady paycheck and the love and respect of my peers or impressionable young women.
Okay.
I could do some presenting or stand up. Act for you.
First things first, there ain't no steady paycheck in any of that.
There's definitely no steady paycheck. You're better off doing what you're doing now.
Absolutely. Someone's just handed us a piece of paper with cancer written on it.
That's
So
what
sorry about that.
Dibner died of
Okay,
cancer.
so
God.
right, so
Will you please send my condolences to his son when you see him next
I
time
will
when you're
send,
doing
I will send your
steamrollers?
condolences immediately.
I think, well, it depends very specifically what you want to do. My advice, for what it's worth, and let's bear in mind, I know next to nothing about anything.
But I do know an awful lot about
And
stuff.
we'll come to you in a minute. Thank you, my darling.
I have a pen and paper ready.
Okay, is you want to do something that within your world, your remit,
Your field.
your field.
But first of all,
field.
we need to find out what your field is.
It can't just be.
What
I'll
are you
do
bloody
anything.
interested in?
I'm interested in everything. I like comedy.
No,
I like films.
it's too
too
vague.
too
If you want to
vague.
get anywhere, you've got to focus. Focus, pocus. Specifics,
Focus.
man. Specifics.
Specifics.
Yes.
Okay. All right then.
Narrow it down. Narrow it down.
What if it was early to mid '90s pornographic films?
Now you're talking.
Okay. And what would you do in regard to this area? What would you do? What?
We could watch them and we could talk about them. The production.
Well, I mean, the problem with your smut film is that where's the ice cream van going past? They all look and are, I mean, they're all the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Oh well.
You know,
don't
so
know.
after
I don't know
one or
about that.
two, you're in the same. I mean, if you were going to pitch 6 episodes of talking about early to mid 90s porn films, you might get one film out of that, one episode or something
It's
out
a
of that.
bit-
You couldn't stretch it
It's a
over a
bit
series.
niche. It's a bit niche.
It's niche.
It's niche. I would suggest you stay off that subject.
Don't go near that.
Don't go near it.
Unless you
near
want to work on London Live.
Yeah, there's
which is,
Okay.
There's a lot of free of that stuff on the internet anyway. You won't be getting any regular paycheck if you get involved with that. I
You've got to love your work, gentlemen.
very much
You
so.
have to love your work, but you have to love. You know, that would be more like leisure.
Leisure
That's
time.
leisure time.
Your time out.
You're going to have to think of another subject.
Would you, when
All
you
right.
say stand-up comedy, can you tell jokes? Do you know? Have you got any
stand-up
interesting
comedy?
observations?
I feel I have interesting observations. I don't know
Go
about
on then.
telling jokes.
Please
I've only
come
known
on
one
our
joke,
show,
and it was
for
only
God's
vaguely
sake.
funny.
Yeah, okay. Have you done any stand-up comedy in a club at all?
I've done little bits of stand-up comedy. Yeah,
Right, give
to
us your-
varying success.
give us your
depending on
opener.
alcohol
What's your
consumption.
opener?
Give us your opener.
What's my opener?
Yep.
I
Hold
don't
on.
really have an opener.
I'll tell you
my
what.
He
opener
doesn't
is
have an
to
opener.
judge the crowd, introduce myself, be as honest and thoughtful as possible, and hopefully they'll take a liking.
You
to
gotta
it.
have an
And if they
opener.
like you, they'll like anything you say.
You got to have an opener.
I don't know.
You
I
gotta
mean,
have
it's
a-
like when you're chatting up a woman, you don't always have an opener.
But this is smoke and mirrors, mate. You got to make it look like you haven't got an opener, but you got to have an opener. You got to have a banker.
You've got an opener.
You've got to have
Yeah.
something on there that people will go, oh, bloody hell, he knows what he's doing. We're in safe hands
Let
here.
me tell you something.
Go on,
I'd done a gig.
listen to this boy.
I'd done a gig
Okay.
at Nottingham Jongleurs some years
Yes.
ago, and I didn't much enjoy it.
No.
It's a big barn of a place. It's full of young people.
Stag and hens.
and although I did all right, it wasn't a disaster. It was a little bit lukewarm, right? And
Yeah.
I spoke to the comedian Sean Mio. You know Sean Mio?
He's a
And
good
He's a
writer,
very good writer,
writer.
and he's been going for years.
Long
and he
time.
said to me, he said, you know, obviously I think you need to adhere to the 2-joke rule. And I said, what's that? And he went, what do you mean? I said, what's that? He said, the 2-joke rule.
Yeah.
And he said to me, I'll tell you something for nothing, mate. That is page 1. When you come onto the stage, think about you're an aeroplane taxiing up the runway.
Oh, yeah.
You can drift mid-flight.
Yeah.
You can crash land.
Yeah.
But you have got to get that plane off the ground. And you've got to take the 500 or so people which are in this massive club with you.
Yeah.
So you can taxi down. But you have got to adhere to the 2-joke rule when you start. And this is invaluable information.
Right, it is, yeah.
You come in with an opener which is bang,
Wallop.
your best joke. The audience go, that's a funny joke, but that's his best joke. But no, you go bang.
That's
So it's
another one.
Bang, bang, and you've got them. And then you're in the air. Now you can keep
You
soaring. You've
do
got
what
to
the
keep
bloody
soaring.
hell you
And
like
then you
then.
do it. You've got them. You don't want to falter and crash, but you have got to get that
Plane off the ground.
plane
Hello?
off the ground. And you've got to get in the air. And that, my friend, is why you need an opener.
That's right. There you go.
I need an opener. How about
God.
what's got 2 legs and bleeds?
Oh, no.
No, be careful. Go
What
on.
is it?
Half a dog. Half a dog.
That's
See,
not bad.
textual.
I reckon that's mid-flight stuff.
I
That.
think that's
mid-flight.
a terrorist has blown a
God.
hole in the side of the fuselage.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, it's been where you've been
interesting.
anyway.
It's been interesting,
And
Johnny.
It's been.
Something.
It really has been an education. And
Yeah.
next time you come on, so that taught me a lesson. Now all the old ones.
No, it's nice.
Nice. Listen, Johnny. Thank
Good
you
luck
so
with
much.
it, mate.
Good luck with that.
If I were you, I'd get really used to steamrollers.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
gonna
I
get
think
so
you're
used
going to be
to
spending a
steamrollers.
few more years doing that stuff.
If I was you, I'd go down your local library or, town hall, pick up a leaflet on retraining. Get yourself a trade, son. Get your hair cut
Put
and
a few
grow
quid
up.
aside, grow up, mate. Have a look in the mirror.
Thank
Have a
you,
look in the
John,
mirror.
Right, and decide what it is and who you want to be. All right.
All right. Goodbye.
Thank you for this
Bye.
invaluable
Yeah.
advice.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What a waste of time.
Dear, I'm sorry
honestly.
about that.
What
Listeners.
a waste of space.
We are going to go to a little song, then we're going to come back and tell you who's on
Slag him off a bit.
next week.
This is a nice one, isn't it?
This is
Dreams
nice.
can come
Dreams
true.
can come
That
true. Unless
girl
you're
with
Johnny. Unless you're Johnny,
then
in
you're
which
stuck
they're
in the
not
same
good.
old shit forever. This is the girl with the eye patch.
Yeah. She had the song, The Very First Time That I Saw Your Brown Eyes.
Yeah.
But she's got a patch, and
I know.
presumably they didn't want to say, I saw your brown eye.
Brown eye.
Because that would have been,
I don't know what it would have been.
don't know, it's a convoluted. Anyway, let's have a listen to her.
Put it out, Barry. Put it out.
Gabrielle.
Put it, Gabrielle with her eye
Dreams.
patch.
Gabrielle.
Dreams can come true. Well, that's bullshit, mate, because I wanted to be a jockey and I was too heavy.
Oh, God, I had a terrible dream once where I was naked and I had to cover my privates with the tinfoil from my sandwiches at work.
Yeah.
And if that dream come true, I'd been sacked.
Yeah.
So let's hope not. We ain't got...
Luckily enough. That's what the hell was song. Luckily enough, some dreams don't come true.
She's one of the few singers with a disability with the one eye.
One eye.
How many are there? Oh,
Well, there's Ian Jury.
Peters and Lee, he was blind.
He was blind. Roy
Stevie
Orbison.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, a lot of blind. You don't get so many deaf singers,
You don't, do you?
but he's got polio.
Although you would think that Holly Johnson was fairly deaf. Some of the
he was,
caterwauling
he
he done in the
done.
80s.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You know,
right.
but...
Yeah, it's just blind singers really...
They've cornered the market, haven't they?
Yeah.
In fancy
What's her
disabilities.
name? The Carpenters lady. She had...
Anorexia.
Yeah, anorexia. That's not
She
really...
had that
Is
one.
that a disability?
Not a disability as such, no. Who else did we have? I know, the drummer out Def Leppard only
he
had one arm.
For half of his career.
And,
The other half, he had two arms, but he lost it.
That's right. Leonard Cohen had a tracheotomy, it sounded like, didn't it?
Yeah, but that's what he just sounded like, that.
In the background, you might be able to hear some people talking. Because the door's been left open,
Yeah.
but it's a chance for the listeners to
Quite
see,
nice,
see
yeah,
how
the workings,
cogs,
exactly.
the workings,
Yeah, behind the
scene.
Yeah.
Well, look, we are going to go in a minute. Shut up! We are going to go in a minute. We are very much looking forward to next week, where we have a plethora of delightful guests, including
Roy Orbison.
Adolf Hitler,
Johnny Rotten.
Donny Osmond.
Michelangelo.
Ted Maltz off of the Everest ads.
Well, very good, yeah. The bloke who used to do Mr. and Mrs. in the 70s.
Fred Dinage.
Fred Gibner.
Derek Beatty is the man you're thinking of.
Derek Beatty.
And of
Derek
course,
Beatty.
the former Newcastle and Arsenal player, Malcolm McDonald.
Oh, he'll be on, yeah.
He'll be on.
Good signing about 1976.
And we've got that very signing in the studio
Yeah.
next week.
He's coming in.
Frank Stapleton.
Oh, very good. So we've got a load of them. We've got a load of them.
all
Jerry
been-
Adams.
Jerry
he's
Adams is coming in. Idi Amin.
Reverend Ian Paisley.
We've got Pol Pot. And we've also got the president of Russia himself, Mikhail Gorbachev.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a dictator special
Who
next
was the
week.
drunk one from Russia?
Oh, his name was...
He was good. Yeltsin. Boris Yeltsin.
He's coming in.
Cool, blimey.
And he's going to bring in a few Charlie Chans.
He was a joke, wasn't he?
Oh, he might do some of his dance.
He was a joke.
What a perestroikas.
Oh, yes.
So
That's
there'll
a
be
political joke.
There'll be more early 90s jokes like that next week. But listen, thank you so much for
Oh, we
listening.
can't
'cause
thank you enough.
Without you,
We are nothing.
we are absolutely nothing.
We'd just be sitting here talking in a thin air.
We suspect that
We
is
think,
the
yeah, we
case
think that's what's
anyway.
going on anyway.
But if it's not the case, can you just
Can
tweet
you let us know? Show us a sign. Give us a sign that you're
Is
out
there
there.
anyone out there?
Yes, we don't bloody
We
know.
don't know.
They get us in here and do
We
this.
don't
We don't
know,
know.
do
If
we? How
anyone
do we know?
gives a shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, we got to go now. We're going to finish with this.
What is it?
Was not was.
Oh, I
From
like
the,
that
you
one.
like this one?
Is that the dinosaur one?
It's
Well,
not
the
actually.
dinosaur.
Or would you prefer Prince? You got the look.
What's the other what was not was one?
Dreams again. We got Dreams has
Dreams?
showed up again. Was not was. Shake your head. Oh, I think I'd like to
I
give
said
that a
it
go.
on was.
Until next time, this is Was Not Was with Shake Your Head.
about
Bye-bye,
it.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what a lovely time we've had.
We've had a lovely time. It's been a bit... Bye-bye. Oh, I like to shake your head. Okay, see you next time.